Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. You guys also noticing a distinct lack of music today? Hey, Christopher, welcome in, mate. Hey, George, what's up, Sam? What's up, Nolo? Hey, Carl. Hey, Declan, what's up, Turk? Yeah, unfortunately, guys, the stream we did yesterday got 9 copyright strikes. Well, not strikes, but like flags from YouTube. So, yeah, not ideal. Actually, you know what? No, wait, let me check the Twitch VOD real quick. Did the Twitch VOD get muted? Let's have a look. What happened yesterday? Videos yesterday. Oh, there was one part of the VOD muted. The one song, I believe. Interesting. Only one though. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh my god, Morris, that was you? You were an absolute menace, mate. You were an absolute menace. I've never seen someone unable to drive under a safety car. Is the game saved, you mean? Well, you're in the wrong place for that question, mate. You were in the right place earlier. But yeah, we'll, look. Obviously, as you know, and as the title says, I'll be taking and trying to answer as many questions as possible in a second. We'll run through it. I actually do want to watch the deep dive again because I have played the DLC. I've got the DLC right now. But I kind of want to watch it again just to like refresh on what it went through, just because I feel like it'd be a good starting point. Something like 5 minutes. I'm going to whip out some moves today. Sadly not, Michael. I leave that down to our Lord and Savior Safso with the insane Rasputin moves. I'll give you guys, look. Yeah, we'll run through it in a second. Actually, it's fine. I'm excited as well, man. I wanna talk to you guys about it. I wanna waffle about what we think is good and bad, all that good stuff. So get the questions in. Sam's an absolute legend for setting up the spreadsheet. There's tons of questions already, bro. There's like 38 questions already, but I glanced through some of them, and there are a few that I won't be able to answer because I've got limited playtime. So, I will try and answer everything, but some I won't know the answers to everything. But I mean, it's the same. The best thing you guys can do is watch lots of other creators. You know, you guys would have probably watched Alex like I did, Fabio, because we've all kind of played different things, and even if we haven't, we've got slightly different opinions on it. So, yeah. And that's the same across the board. It's the same when I speak to like esports drivers. Some of them say slightly different things and have slightly different opinions. It's yeah. Well, it's good to listen to many. Will, I saw that leak, mate. The apology was posted pretty quickly after. That's all I'll say. Not by me, obviously. Oh, welcome in, everyone, though. Welcome in. This is going to be the final F125 stream. We are going to be doing a race today. We are going to be doing, I don't know what race, actually. I think we'll probably have time for, I'm guessing, like 150% race. I've not really thought about it. I don't really care too much. I do want to play some F125 because tonight was supposed to be Forza. I'm going to move that to tomorrow because I kind of forgot about the deep dive stuff and everything going on. So I think it's a really good time to talk about the DLC, about everything I know and what we think about it, and obviously answer some questions. And then, yeah, we're done with 25 after today because I'm traveling. I'm going to be out of the country on Thursday and back after the DLC comes out. So, yeah, for me, it is sending it off tonight. But hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you do have questions, I'm just thinking on YouTube, I don't know. I don't think there's a pinned link. But look, if you've got any questions throughout, fire them in. We're going to start with a deep dive video, so I'm not going to answer questions straight away for the first 5 minutes. And then I'm going to try and get through the spreadsheet, because if I just answer random questions, we're going to run around in circles, and I'm still going to miss stuff anyway, since we waffle away on one question. So probably better to go on the spreadsheet, and then obviously I'll read all of chat and be answering stuff. You like the trim Zero or not? You asked for my barber's address because you're gonna beat him up or something. You can keep copy pasting the link. Yeah, Katie, do you want to try and put it once and see if we can pin it? I don't know if we can on YouTube. I'm not sure. I can test it though. Maybe put it on the landscape one and I'll see if I can pin. I should be able to. Oh, Sam's posted something on YouTube. Just need to pin it. I can't see it though. I appreciate that though. Where are you flying to? I'm off to Spain. It's my girlfriend's mum is getting married. So it's yeah, kind of like family wedding, and then heading back on Tuesday. But I have a work trip that's an overnight stay on Wednesday. It's literally the worst timing. So I'll be back making consistent content basically from Thursday onwards. In fact, wait, can I stream Tuesday night after all that? I might actually be able to do a Tuesday night stream chat. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I've said all of that for so long. I might actually be able to stream Tuesday next week. We'll see. I'll have a look at it. But yeah, anyway. It's going to be muddy anyway. Did she make sure she didn't get married on the third? Well, the thing is, bro, there were like multiple weekends proposed, and obviously I didn't want to say, oh no, don't do it on this weekend because of, you know, DLC launch and whatever. But of the one weekend that I didn't want, it was this one. All the other weekends were chilling. I didn't say it. Sometimes in life you got to accept those losses. Anyways, right, should we stop waffling and crack on with the deep dive? I'm just looking for a link on YouTube that we can pin the spreadsheet, but I can't see it. Oh yes, I can see it. There you are, Sam. Pin message. Message pinned. Hopefully that works. That is a spreadsheet link. If you've got questions, put them in. Obviously, check the list. Try not to repeat the questions. Your question might already be on there. It probably is because we've got so many already. But yeah, let's have a look at the deep dive video first, and then we'll get into the spreadsheet questions, and I'll try my best to answer everything. So, let's go over. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud.
The 2026 Formula One season is underway, and it's already setting the tone for a new era of competition. New teams have joined the grid. The brand new Madrid circuit is set to debut, and re-engineered cars are changing how the action unfolds once the lights go out. One of the biggest additions in the 2026 season pack is the all-new Madrid circuit, a fast, flowing track set in the heart of the Spanish capital. Madrid blends long straights with high-speed corners designed for thrilling racing and standout overtaking moments through the city streets. Using early CAD data as a foundation, the Codemasters team brought Madrid to life from the ground up, with every corner carefully shaped to deliver an experience that feels as authentic as it looks. To capture the character of a track still taking shape in the real world, the team meticulously refined the circuit in-game, dialing in its flow, elevation, and racing lines. Madrid joins the official 2026 calendar in Career in My Team, and is also available across Grand Prix and Time Trial.
What a horrible track.
2026 marks a unique moment as Cadillac joins the championship, expanding the grid to 11 teams for the first time since the 2016 season. Audi also enters the sport by taking over Sauber, combining an established F1 foundation with Audi's motorsport pedigree. In the season pack, Career Mode, My Team, Grand Prix, Time Trial, Split Screen, and Unranked
I saw a racing line in there.
have been adjusted to reflect these changes, complete with the official roster of 11 teams and 22 drivers. In My Team Career, players can create their own team as the grid's 12th contender, taking on the 2026 season with refreshed rules, practice programs, and race objectives. Step into the 2026 season, now
This is the
layered with
interesting bit.
authentic new systems that give you more control over how your car delivers performance across every lap. The new cars are fully realised, featuring updated designs, authentic active aero animations on the front and rear wings, and integrated warning lights that bring a new layer of realism to the grid. Let's start with the most powerful change, the new Overtake mode. When you're within 1 second of the car ahead at the detection point, Overtake mode unlocks, allowing you to trigger a concentrated burst of electric energy. This is available to use at any point on the following lap.
Why don't they call it boost?
Designed to help you commit to a pass. Alongside that, boost mode gives you direct control over extra electric power from the battery, letting you deploy it anywhere on track, whether you're building an attack, defending position, or managing pace across the lap. And with recharge now happening not just under braking, but through lift and partial throttle, managing your energy becomes an essential part of how you drive each lap. Finally, new Active Aerodynamics offers more freedom than DRS ever could, available in more areas of each circuit than DRS was previously. Active Aero adapts your front and rear wings as you move around the circuit, balancing straight line efficiency and cornering grip for a responsive drive that feels great on both gamepad and wheel. You can manage both Overtake mode and Active Aerodynamics yourself to gain a strategic edge, or enable the new assists to handle those systems for you, so you can stay focused on the racing. Put it all together, and these systems deliver racing that's less automatic and more expressive. How you deploy and manage your energy will shape every overtake, every defense, and your race result. If you already own F1 25, you'll need the new season pack to experience all of the authentic new content. If you're new, the 2026 Season Edition bundle delivers the complete experience, including Breaking Point 3, the full 25 season, and the all-new content. Get the EA Sports F1 25 2026 Season Pack and experience the new era your way.
There we go then, guys. That is the deep dive video that was posted at about, what was it, 4 p.m. today, I believe. I know there's a lot of questions. And I'll catch up with chat real quick before we dive straight into it. But yeah, we basically, myself and many other creators have had full access to the game, apart from the Madring. We haven't had hands on with that yet. So anything relating to that, I can't talk about, but also I just don't know anyway. So yeah, that is I think that's the only unknown at this stage. Everything else we're kind of aware of. So the first question, which I think is going to be asked a lot, is how is the handling? It's difficult to answer this one because obviously none of us have like meta setups. It's only going to be once the DLC is out and once we're fully into it that we're going to start unlocking little bits of setups. You guys know how the progression works with that. It's hard to just sum up the handling immediately until we get those kind of meta setups. But the front end does feel more pointy. The rear feels a bit more loose under traction, at least from what I felt. And in terms of like wheel flicking, I think it's still going to be a thing, but it almost feels like, to me at least, it feels like the jump from 24 to 25, where wheel flicking was worse on 25. It was more effective on 24, but still very much, a lot of wheel flicking in 25. I think it might be a similar situation where we're going to see flicking, but hopefully even less effective than it was in 25. That's my initial thoughts on that. Otherwise, I've just been driving a default setup and mainly been looking at the battery because that is that's the big one. 25 is flicking better than 24. Okay, fair play then. Regardless, that's 24 to 25. Irrelevant detail from what I've played so far. Flicking seems less effective than 25. Creators are a bit split on how the throttle coming out of corner feels. So yeah. Anyway, how realistic is the battery? Very good question. So there's no super clipping, but as far as I'm aware, they have tried to imitate real life battery as best as possible in terms of how it's deployed and used and modes and whatever. This is the controversial bit, and this is where I'm not as enthusiastic about this, because I just don't like how much emphasis there is on the battery. It's the same as real life. I will say, if you're someone in chat, and crucially, I asked you guys this question, I think at some point last week, of who wants the battery to be perfectly realistic to real life, and actually most people were saying they do want that. You might be, I guess, like quite happy with it, because when you play it, you start seeing why drivers in real life are complaining about certain things, and you start understanding a bit more of like the issues that they go through while they're racing. So 2 ways to look at that. Do you want realism to real life? Yes, on the battery, then okay, maybe you'll like it. I don't want that. I'm not saying I want it to be completely different. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't want to be lifting and coasting and qualifying. And this is a crucial part of this question, which feeds into the battery realism, is to be fast in qualifying, you need to lift and coast. So is this not the way I want to drive? Is that what they do in real life? Yes, but do I want that? Like, I don't know. It's early days. I've not had too much time playing this. I have been really busy since we did get access to this. But I did a bunch of different stuff, whether it's a few online races, some time trials. Obviously, I know you can't see battery then. And then also some quali modes. And in quali, I really didn't enjoy it. So just my personal opinion on that. That's going to be very subjective. I think when the DLC launches, guys, I think this is the biggest talking point that you guys will focus on, that many will focus on, because now, all of a sudden, we've got massive emphasis on battery, way more than it was in, like, 25 or 24, obviously. This is like, totally different. So, yeah. I hate Lyco, but I actually like that they've gone more realistic. Like I said, from the sound of it, you guys might like it. And if you guys told me this before I played it, I'd be like, okay, it's going to be just like real life. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm keen for this. But like I said, when you try it, then I'll be interested to hear what you think. Because when I tried it, I was like, oh, damn, this is muddy. this is crazy. And by the way, I need to add, it's track specific. So, for example, we found that at Singapore, you could just blast overtake for basically the whole lap. Whereas at Spa, I did a lap on hot lap, and I did a lap on Lyco, and I was 1 second quicker on Lyco. It's not to say that it's 1 second a lap quicker with Lyco or anything like that. It's going to completely vary, but it's clearly battery is huge. So bring back V8, V10s and make it so active area only can be open within a certain window. Yeah, I mean, we're opening different doors with this, but that is battery realism anyway. Spent a while on that one. So is super clipping in the game? No, is the answer to that. Yeah, super clipping is not in the game. ERS modes, guys, are the same as current. So there's none, medium, hot lap, and overtake. And then obviously, like DRS would work in 25, as in the 1 second detection, that is also a thing now, but for boost mode. So I'm actually not too technical on boost mode. I think it's said in the deep dive that it like unlocks more efficiency like within the whole lap. I'm not going to get into the details of that because I haven't. That's what I mean. I haven't spent time checking that. I think Alex might have covered that earlier. But there are still 4 modes, and they work quite differently. So none ERS now feels like it punishes you a lot. Whereas obviously it's kind of meta in 25 to just be none for most of the time, none and medium, you never touch hot lap. It's all changed now because you burn the battery so much quicker and harvest it so much quicker as well. So yeah, if you blast overtake guys on a straight, like, okay, let's use this as an example. If I come out of La Source, so turn 1 Spa, and blast my overtake, right? I'll be from 100% out of La Source down to 0, probably at the start of the Kemmel Straight. Like, it drains it fast. But obviously then you'll regen fast as well. So, yeah. And also, setups will make a small difference as well with how that's harvested. So again, I'm interested to see how that evolves when the DLC's out. Surely it's going to be non-ERS for corners, then medium for traction. You would think so, Will, yeah? You'd think so. But those are the technical bits I'm not quite sure because I haven't put that to the test yet. And besides, I wouldn't be the best person to test that anyway. That's where I'm really interested to hear feedback from the likes of esports drivers once they're able to try and break the game with their meta setups and battery harvesting methods and everything. So yeah, our setup's different. Yes, they probably will be. This is kind of the next big thing. That setups. I'm pretty sure the low wing meta will die now. I'm pretty confident in saying that because when you're on the straights, your wings are open. The front and rear wing is open, so you're your top speed isn't changing much. I did do a test of 50-50 max downforce versus 0-0 wings just on presets, but I did minimum preset versus maximum preset. And I think it was at Spa again that I tested this. Whatever track it was, it had a good straight, and I noticed a 2 or 3 kph difference at top speed. So that's the difference between max and minimum wings on the straights. Yeah, that's the point, Will, is that if you run a max downforce setup now, obviously on the straights, it's not going to be 50-50 wings because your front and rear wing are open. That's what I'm saying. So in terms of like the setups that you'll run, I don't think it'll be low wing meta because we no longer need the low wings for the straights, right? So I don't know what the meta setups are going to look like, but I'm pretty confident they're going to be quite different to what we're used to. Yeah. So if super clipping isn't the game, can't you just blast your battery and harvest halfway down the straight without losing time? Wait, can't you just blast your battery and harvest halfway down the straight without losing time? Well, obviously, if you harvest down the straight, you have to lift because down the straight, it's not going to just harvest battery. If you're in like medium, it'll harvest battery. If you're in hot lap, like once you get to a certain RPM, certain point of 8th gear, it'll stop deploying as much or start harvesting a little bit. But you'll need to lift into the corner. You'll need to lift early to start harvesting more because battery, like you burn it so fast that you want to regen really fast as well. Yeah, so it is kind of like 0-0 wings for the straight, kind of. Yeah. Boost is the button you override the automatic deployment. Well, from what I've played, boost just kicked in automatically from the detection point, I thought. Where you... for example, if you use overtake, then you've got more like ERS available. I'm not quite sure on the boost stuff. I need to look at that. I've not had tons of time hands on, but that would have already been addressed elsewhere anyway. Some of you guys might already have the answer to that. But yeah, boost mode is a huge advantage for sure. When can you pre-order? I actually don't know. I don't think you can pre-order. Can you? I heard this on Discord earlier. I don't think you can. I don't really see the advantage of pre-ordering, to be honest, since it's just DLC, but I don't really know. I don't think it's been announced. It might just be available June the 3rd. You can't pre-order a DLC. Yeah, so I guess it's just June 3rd it's out, and buy it straight away. Can you start a 25 career, then after the first year have to switch to 26? So, I think you can start a 2025 career, but you wouldn't be able to use the cars. Like, to be able to use the 26 cars, you need to start in 26. I'm pretty sure that's the correct answer. I've not tested the My Team stuff, but that's what I believe to be true. Then chat saying no, I don't think you can switch. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you like, you can do a 25 career, but you just won't be able to switch if you do it. Basically, you'll be locked into that generation. I'm really excited just for how different it will be. Yeah, it will be different. It will be different for sure. It's gonna be very different to what we're used to, which I suppose, if you want to look at it that way, is a positive. Like if you're looking for a different driving experience to be more realistic to what we're seeing in real life, then it's definitely going to be that. But then it's just a question of whether you like it or not, because yeah, like I said, with the battery side, I've got a lot of doubts for how the battery is used. And and how important it is as well. Has Dirty Air Slipstream been changed? Slipstream, I feel like has been boosted more. I think when I was driving, I swear I was noticing a bigger game with Slipstream. I could be wrong on that. I know for a fact Dirty Air has been reduced. We were following when we did some online races. We were able to follow without too much Dirty Air impact. So that is a huge positive there. Dirty Air has definitely been reduced from what it was in 25. In terms of giving you a comparison of what's Dirty Air like versus 24, I don't know, but it has definitely reduced from 25. I don't know, again, because I know there's been bits said. I know, for example, Alex went way into the analysis, which I did watch some stuff earlier, but if you guys have info on this stuff as well, let me know, because I feel like Slipstream has been boosted, but then if it's been confirmed elsewhere that it hasn't, then yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously. And I'll say this again, I'll reiterate this. I'm giving you guys my opinion, right? I've played it. It's like one of you guys just getting the DLC and then getting to do, like, say, a couple hours on it, and then all of a sudden you got to answer a load of questions, you know? Like, it's you gotta put yourself on my boat. It's some of it subjective. Because I know, for example, Alex is quite excited, I think, for this in terms of like the new battery system and stuff. I appreciate the realism, but I'm not excited because the fact that effectively what this is doing is replicating a system that is widely complained about in real life. So in my eyes, I'm kind of like, do I want that? Is there still some Dirty Air, or has it gone completely? I think there is still some Dirty Air, but it's not. Look, I feel like there is a little bit of Dirty Air there, but it's definitely less than 25. Like, it felt good. Like, in that side of things and following cars, one of my first impressions on the first online race I did with a few other creators, I was like, oh my god, I can actually drive right behind cars. This is quite nice. So that side is improved for sure. So yeah, does flicking still work? We kind of covered that. Is drifting back? That's a very good question. There were parts of some of the lower speed corners I was taking it did remind me a little bit of F123. Just the way the car handles, but I don't know if there's drifting, because again, this ties back into the handling question around setups, isn't it? It's like, it's all good and well me saying this now, but then if there's some like mad new meta where we've got like some 50-0 wing gap and we're chucking it into corners and the car's sliding and keeping minimum speed, you know, that kind of crazy stuff. Like, I obviously have not tested that, but yeah. I want to say no. I hope drifting is not a thing. I really don't want to see that. Yeah. In my opinion, the game is made to replicate IRL, therefore it should be similar to IRL. And that's a really good point, Waldo. Honestly, mate, that's a lot of people will share your view. I get that. I really do. I kind of made this argument internally, and I'll say this in public. Like, I made this argument internally, which had several other creators disagreeing, not actually from our space, like outside of the F1 creator, normal creators. And they basically said what you said, Waldo, that it should be made to replicate real life. Whereas I kind of said, I would have liked at least a little bit of adaptation, knowing that we've got 60-40 split for engines coming in the future. We've got changes coming in as well to help improve the racing and the way the cars drive, like the unhappiness in qualifying with Lyco. You know, I would have liked to have some of this addressed personally, but I get it as well. It's going to be subjective whether you like it or not, you know. Monaco hairpin has been adrift for 5 years. Yeah, but that's quite a. I mean, you're picking out one corner on the Canada. That's quite an extreme one. I'm sure drifting at the Monaco hairpin is absolutely going to be a thing. In fact, I will say that, Will. I think I drifted it in second gear and gained time on when I was just like going through normally. But again, default setups or whatever. Yeah, you're going to be able to gain time drifting at the Monaco hairpin for sure. AI changes. This is where I'm not too knowledgeable. So I only did 1 or 2 quali sessions with AI. They are definitely quicker. However, and this is quite a controversial point. So I was in Alex and Fabio's stream, so I heard both their opinions on this, and I'm kind of on both sides. That I love that they're quicker because they are far too slow on 25. We can all agree that they're far too slow. We shouldn't be gapping them in the slowest car in the game and on 110. Like, it shouldn't be like that. So I like that they're quicker. However, when I drove against them, it felt like they they didn't have to Lyco like I did. It felt like they could blast on the straights and then still go normally into corners and still have good battery. And if that's the case, fine. If they're quicker, it's fundamentally good because regardless, you could then drop the AI level down to what suits you. I get that. But I don't like that it's artificial. I don't like that their weight's been reduced, which has always been EA's way of manipulating the AI difficulty is by changing the weight of their cars. You can make them slower, but they're still going to be completely different in terms of how they're harvesting battery if they're not having to Lyco, and we are. So that I've got an issue with that. I do have an issue with that. I hope that from what I've played, it won't land like that at launch. I don't know though. It has to be said the version that we played is a preview. It's not a final build. So, yeah. Honestly, time trials might not even be worth it. Why do you say that? I think the opposite. I think time trials, for me, time trials is more fun because there's no battery involved. You can actually just genuinely push the car then and have a look at the handling or whatever. Apparently, the AI have gained 2.5 seconds at Spa. I think it's pretty unrealistic to just put straight up times on them at this point. It's going to massively vary per track, obviously. I haven't looked at that versus 25. I think Alex said he did, so fair enough. They are definitely a lot quicker, for sure. They're definitely quicker. Which kind of, to be honest, I think this is a question later on, but I'm gonna address it now anyway. Lap times in general, cars are definitely slower. Definitely doing slower laps than 25, which is a good thing. I'd be very concerned if we were going quicker or the same, considering the changes and considering the IRL lap times now as well. But the lap times are slower, like quite considerably. So that is one positive there. The things I would do for just hot lap only quality. Geno, I was exactly the same as you, mate. I was exactly the same. Literally. And I tried to do that, dude. I tried to just put hot lap on because I was like, please, come on. This has got to cook. And it didn't cook. It did not cook. No wet time trials for whoever was going to ask that question. Heard that question about 30 times today. No, there are no wet time trials. That's not coming back. Any questions on wet weather? I have not done any driving on wet weather. I've not done anything. I've had limited playtime. So that is literally the next question. What is wet racing like? I can't answer that one. But I would assume it's better than 25 purely because, firstly, battery harvesting is going to be easier. And obviously, you're in the wet. You're braking earlier. Yeah, you get it. But also, dirty air is less. So we always said it in F1 25. Like if we had less or no dirty air, wet weather driving would be at least a bit better. So yeah, that is. I expect wet racing to be okay. I don't know why they removed wet time trials. I don't know when they started doing that, but I haven't been sweating the DLC pooch. That's what I've been saying, mate. I think I've probably played the least out of all of the creators we know, I suppose. Actually, no, I don't think Ben's played too much. Yeah, anyway, I've not had too much hands-on, and when I have, I've been doing quali, I've been testing battery, I did a very brief bit against the AI, and I did some time trials. Can 2026 cars drive on Imola? I believe so. I haven't read anything saying that they cannot drive at Imola, so I don't know why they would. Sorry, I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't, unless you guys know something that I don't. But yeah, all tracks are there, plus the Madring. That's the only difference. Is two-player career mode usable in 2026? No. I don't know if you can do two-player in 25 cars. I don't know that. But I know for the 2026 DLC, two-player is not using the 2026 DLC. And that is a shame. I think that's a big one. I don't do two-player personally. I enjoy watching Alex and Ben's two-player. Obviously, I see many other people doing it as well. You've even got like Yano and Jake Bedham doing their two-player. It is a shame to not see it. And I think that'll be quite welcome to return in 27. I don't know why that is, chat, either. I really don't know. You have to assume that it's something to do with just the technical side of the new system. Because I don't see another reason why they wouldn't put it in. Gillen said they can after Season 2 of Driver Career or My Team. What, two-player? What are we talking about here? Gillen said they can after Season 2 of Driver Career or My Team. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. You can drive Imola with the 26 cars. Alex tested it. There you go. Boom. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, though. I don't know why that's a question. I don't know whether there's been something that's coming out on that I've missed, but... Co-op has been undrivable for a year because of AI pace, and they up the pace just to be able to not do co-op. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Have you watched the leaked DLC vid? No, I don't care to either. It's a shame to see. I know you guys all love it, but yeah, it's a shame because it means it's less likely that creators like myself will get access to stuff in the future. Yeah. Things have already tightened, put it that way. So yeah. Yeah, we'll be doing a race later, Melwin. Once we get through some questions, we're doing a bit of a yap sesh to start with about the DLC, and then we will do some F1 25 for sure. This will be the last 25 stream today. Alex did it at one point. Alex didn't make a video on it, but he did show the webinar stuff. How does someone even manage to accidentally leak a whole 30-minute video? They just didn't understand the embargo and stuff. It's not any deeper than that. They just didn't read it properly. Any circuit tweaks? So no, there are no fundamental changes to circuits as far as I'm aware. I will say though, and this is something that me and Fabio were moaning at when we were driving privately the other day. For those that drive no line, it is annoying having more boards placed around the track. So, there's SM boards, so straight mode. You're going to see a lot more of those boards now. And when it ends, those boards were sometimes placed between like 150 and 100 meter braking points. And for those with no line that rely on those braking points, you're like, bro, get out the way, man. It's just extra stuff that you got to pay attention to. So that was annoying. So I know that's not a circuit tweak, but it's worth shouting out because that was quite annoying. My eyes are already cooked. Yeah, bro, imagine Miami final corner with more boards there. And Baku as well. It's going to be mud. How slow is Aston Martin? Next question. I'm pretty sure the Aston Martin's the slowest car of the game, which it should be. Which I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that in real life, but I do like it in the game. I'd be glad to be driving the Aston on realistic if we ever do like, I don't know, league racing or some random stuff. That's quite nice. Where's the DLC leak, or did it get taken down? It got taken down. It's Super Clip is not in the game, no. Guys, I know you guys are firing a lot of questions in. I see it's being updated as well. So thank you again, Sam, for being on it. Yeah, we'll make our way through this list, and obviously I'll get to anything that we haven't covered. I'll get to you guys in chat as well. So what is realistic performance like? I can't answer this one. I don't know. That is a good question. I haven't been able to get into a realistic car and do a race against AI to actually figure that one out. So yeah, apologies. I'm not able to answer that one. Is it faster to lift in quali? Yes, like that's Lyco lift and coast. Yes, it is. I'm pretty confident in saying that. When I did a lap on hot lap at Spa versus Wildwood Lift Coast, I was about a second quicker, and I could probably squeeze more time out of it as well. It's early days. It does depend on the track. I do need to stress that because at Singapore you can just like blast overtake basically the whole time. But yeah, ultimately you are going to have situations in quali where it's faster to lift. Yeah, I know, Melwin. It's yeah. Everyone's going to have their different opinions on this. I'm going to tell you guys right now that I'm not looking forward to this because DLC in general, fine. The jury's out. I'll look forward to seeing what setups come out and how that develops. But I think on the battery side, I'm not looking forward to the battery changes just because for the obvious reasons why they complained about in real life. Esports just to be whoever can pit the earliest and then who can stay at 100%. I don't know. No idea. No idea. I'm excited to race Madrid as well, by the way. And again, just to reiterate, that's the one thing that any creator you speak to will not have had hands on yet. We don't know what it's like to drive that circuit. I might not even know until after DLC release because I'm going away. So yeah, I might be the last to find out with that. But we'll definitely be doing plenty of that. I think, guys, the first stream we'll be driving. We'll be doing some like 100% race at Madrid or something. That'd be fun. Tire wear is better this game. Is it? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. There are some things I've not had time to test, so that's it's interesting to know. I'm assuming Alex tested that. What's the start procedure like? It's definitely... I'm pretty sure you need higher revs than you do in 25. For the limited knowledge that I do have, I'm pretty sure you need higher revs. I think to get the best starts, you need to start on overtake. I believe. I could be wrong there. I've not tested that enough, but you definitely need to be on the battery, I think, very early on. Stealing my idea there? Wait, what idea? I watched the whole of Gillen's stream earlier. He tested the tire wear and said they're more durable. There you go, then. There you go. I don't know how much more durable, percentage-wise. Not a clue. Yeah. Is that a good thing? I don't feel like that's a good thing. Because if the tires are more durable, that means, like, league racing was already one-stops pretty much everywhere, but now it's, like, guaranteed at every single circuit, no? I've heard 12k revs is good. Jesus, that high? Damn, that's a lot. So we're talking, like, more than 2k higher than what we used to. Yeah, there's no turbo lag, that's correct, yes. Starts are relatively the same as 25. It didn't feel... I mean, look, it's not like... It's not massively different, don't get me wrong, but it's... you do need higher revs. And obviously there's so much more emphasis on battery that you probably do need to be straight on the battery. I don't know about backmarker cars and relays and performance guys. I'm not sure on that one. That's something which I can test before the DLC for sure. There's nothing stopping me being able to, like, test it on the weekends and then just do a stream and be like, oh, by the way, guys, this is the Realistic Performance AI. But unfortunately, you know my situation. I'm not able to do that. Does Ferrari have launch advantage? No idea. Not sure on that one. Not a clue. I would be surprised, but no idea. If I'm going to guess, I'm going to say no. Are menus different? Not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure menus are the same. Obviously, some changed graphics and stuff, but otherwise... I didn't notice any changes. I think everything's the same layout, same everything there. No, but Will, you get my point though. The fact that if every track in 25 is a one-stop means that, like, there's just, in those more niche situations where something happens, whether it's a VSC, a safety car, whatever, I know it's not an esports, whatever, fine. But, like, it just lessens the strategies if the tires are more durable. I don't know if anyone else disagrees with that, but I see that as a bad thing if they're more durable. A two-stop is definitely possible in Austria to be fast. I know Will was adamant, but, like, you're not slow if you do a two-stop at Austria. But, like, now, if they're more durable, it's a guaranteed one-stop. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of chat on one and two stops in chat. Is it fun to drive? That is a great question. That is a great question. All right. When I did time trials on a default setup, I will keep stressing that. Default setups. We know how different default setups feel on 25. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed pushing the car around. It was nice. When we got to quali around longer tracks, like a Spa, for example. Japan as well, I found was quite bad for battery. It's not fun to lift and coast in quali. I don't care. For me, I don't care what game I'm playing, what scenario I'm in. If I'm lifting coasting, I completely appreciate that as a part of motorsport. And I'm not saying that should not be a thing in the game. But for qualifying to have lift and coast is never a good thing in my book. So, parts of it is fun to drive for me, yes. But I'm not enjoying the new battery system. And that's my subjective opinion. You'll speak to other creators that tell you they don't mind it or they're looking forward to it or whatever. That's, for me, I'm not looking forward to that part of it. And yeah, as Adam said as well, it's bad in real life. It's complained about with a reason, fans and drivers, and we know there's changes coming. There already have been changes and there's more coming, so yeah. They've murdered qualifying at Suzuka. Yeah, I really, when I was driving Suzuka, I was having to really seriously think about where I was using overtake and using battery. It was quite frustrating. By the time I got out of Spoon, I was like before 130R was at 0% battery, which is like you're you're massively derating on an uphill before 130R. Like, you're losing so much time. It's crazy. I see the skill gap between the average driver league racing than esports increasing a lot. Good point, and I agree, but for the wrong reasons. Because, and this ties into me, whether I find it fun, whether I enjoy it. For me, it should never be a question of skill between how good are you at harvesting battery and how good are you at lifting coasting. I don't like that. Like, I want to be slower than an esports driver because I'm just not able to carry the same amount of speed, which will still be the case, don't get me wrong, but like, there's going to be so much emphasis on battery that if you don't manage your battery effectively, you'll lose so much time. So, yeah. Of course, that's going to be the meta immediately, is how to save ERS the most efficiently. I mean, it's kind of the case already in 25, but it's going to be more emphasized, exaggerated in on the DLC. The DLC will be on PS5. Yes, it will. DLC will be on the new gen consoles and PC. But at the end of the day, that's how it is IRL, unfortunately. Exactly. That's why I said it's subjective. Like, some of you guys will be like, that's how it is in real life, so that's what I want. Fair enough. I would have liked it to be adapted a bit. Particularly because my question to you guys is, are the handling and physics the same as real life, like what iRacing tries to do? No, obviously not. We know the reason why. I don't need to go into that. So my logic is, well, if we're not doing handling and physics like for like to real life, then, you know, if we're adapting things for controller players and things like that, why can't we adapt the battery slightly to be fun, to not lift and coast and quality, you know, that kind of stuff. So whether or not it was intended that you have to lift and coast and quality from EA and Cody's, I've got no idea. That, yeah, maybe that was not intentional. I don't know. Does active aerial work similar to DRS? This is a really interesting one. So, I want to switch to the game. No, I'm not on the DLC. I'm on F125. But I'd quite like to jump into a session because if I hide top screen here, even though I don't think I'm even live on TikTok or whatever yet. So, I'm not bothering to put... Oh, we'll just put sound on anyway, right? Wait. Why is the sound not working? Oh. My headset died. Working now? Oh yeah, there we go. You guys can hear it all the time. Right, so what you're going to see around a lap is on corner exits, you're going to see boards saying SM for straight mode. And this is going to be my biggest tip to you guys. When you get onto the DLC, I am personally going to be using assist for the first time, because every single time you get onto a straight with straight mode there, which is like most straights, you've got to open your DRS, as well as all of the like there's more emphasis on battery now, so there's lots more toggling between modes, using overtake, not using overtake, and then you've also got to, you know, do your wings opening and everything like that. I'm telling you right now, I am going to have the like straight mode assist on, where I just don't need to touch the wings, because for me, it's just so unnecessary. That was one of my first comments when I raced online with the guys was, yeah, this is not fun. Constantly having to like remember to open my wings, plus the battery and everything going on. Like, yeah, it was not it. And I think a few other creators agreed with me, they're going to do the same thing. After seeing how much, after how they see how much, wait, what did Will say? After how they see how much everyone hates this ERS, they will change it for 27 to where the battery doesn't get used as much. Possibly. I mean, we know in 27 it's going to reduce anyway. How much, I don't know, but by that point, it'll be a different system regardless. So you'll actually lose time from pleb filters. Amazing. Fabio said the same. Yeah. There's a few of us in agreement. I think You guys will see it as well. You might be thinking, oh, GB, it's literally just opening some wings. But you've got to remember, straight mode is every single lap. There's no 1 second detection or anything. It's every single lap of whatever you're driving. You need to remember to open the wings at the perfect point. So there's more straight mode. There's more straight sections of the track as well. So, like, Australia might have, like, 4 sections to use straight modes. So yeah. So when you open both wings at the push of your DRS button, that's what it will do. But you've got to remember to do that all the time while you're battling, while you're looking at breakboards if you're not using Racing Line, while you're remembering to change your different modes and toggle between them. Like, it's too much, bro. It's information overload. And again, I go back to it. I go back to the whole fun and enjoyment factor of it. The end result is it means I don't enjoy it as much because I'm less focused on pushing the car. You know, I'm more focused on battery and opening wings 24/7 and everything. So, the engine sound will be changed. Yeah, the engine sounds different. Yeah, I can't give you a sample of it, but engine sounds are different. Yeah, Will, you forgot to. Yeah, I remember that, bro. You're gonna have a nightmare with this. I'm telling you right now, chat. At least 80% of you guys that are going to get the DLC are going to be turning this assist on. I think even like the Genos, the Melwins, the Sweatlords, Coles, Wheels, I reckon you guys will do it too. Opinions on the new HUDs. New HUDs? There's no new HUDs. The HUD's the same. Are you talking about like blue for boost mode? Is that it? Won't be allowed? You reckon? I mean, obviously, like in esports, they're not going to be allowed it, right? But I'm focused on content, man. I don't want to be having yet another thing to be, thinking about at that stage. Is the assist going to be usable in league races? That's a good question, Melwin. That's a very good question. If it's no assists across the board for like PSGL, then it probably will be because they're gonna mirror esports, which is probably going to be no assists. Obviously, none of the core assists, but I think for that straight mode, like I don't see why they would say you're allowed to use that. Surely not. Have I driven Madrid? No, I haven't. No one has yet. No one has. Hopefully soon. I'm looking forward to that because regardless of whether I think the track's going to be good or bad, I'm just looking forward to driving a new track and learning it. Doesn't matter what game I'm playing. That's always fun. The gears and stuff. Alex was talking about it earlier. I don't know what he means. The HUD has not changed for me. The HUD is the same. Because, in fact, when you switch to the DLC, all of your screen visuals are exactly the same. It just goes over. Like, your graphics file in the game files basically just ports over. The only thing that doesn't is the RPM like gauge in the middle. But that's exactly the same apart from the blue boost mode once you're within the detection. I don't think it'll be that bad because you get used to it over time. Yeah, I guess will. You know what? I think it's battery the reason why I don't like it because battery now we don't know how to manage it and use it. Maybe once we understand battery better and we're using it efficiently, maybe then straight mode assist is not needed. Does the Aston vibrate? Hopefully. Then we'll have a good time in the rig. Any issues with wheel mappings? No. Not that I'm aware of. Exactly the same as 25 for that. Right. I've completely deviated from the list for ages. Jesus. I've just been waffling, looking at chat for ages. Let's have a quick look at the top screen again. Right. Where will we up to? Track changes. Track changes we already addressed now. Yeah, I definitely already answered that. How have online lobbies changed? So there's now 24 slots in a lobby confirmed. We've tested this. 22 can join and pick a car. If you go F1 World Cars, you cannot do 24 driving. You can still only do a maximum of 22, but obviously you can do all 11 teams. Or you can do 22 F1 World drivers, and then 2 spectators makes up the 24. That is now possible, which is good. Are there going to be any issues with lobby stability? I think Guka said this earlier in Discord that he's worried about that. I don't know. I hope not. Surely adding 2 more people in shouldn't be bugging the servers. Surely not. But you never know. GB, the battery is low-key going to nerf drivers with an aggressive flat-out driving style. Aviator, like, yeah, like maybe initially, but let's be honest, everyone's going to adapt. All of us are going to need to adapt. So, I just think all it's going to do is make that person have to pick and choose when they be aggressive a lot more tactfully, I think. Right, next question. Our engine sounds better. Yeah, I think so. Very subjective, but I think so. I've not tested every car, I'm not going to lie. I like the way the Aston sounded. Not biased at all. I genuinely don't know the difference between the Aston sound and like Ferrari, for example. I've not tested that. I saw a question earlier. I don't know if I'm skimming through the list very, very quickly. Wasn't put on the list. Someone asked about the Macarena wing. As far as I'm aware, the Ferrari Macarena wing is not going to be in the DLC from launch, but I think they're looking to add it later down the line. I think maybe with like F2 cars or something, like revamping that. I think that's going to be an update further into the game. I don't know when. They won't be at launch, but I think they are going to add that in at some point. Zora saying Macarena is getting added later on. Okay, it's obviously been confirmed then, but I don't remember seeing it in writing necessarily. But I'm pretty sure they are going to be adding that. Yeah. Not in the DLC because it's pre-Miami. They will add, but not at launch. There we go. Katie's words. If it doesn't happen, blame Katie. Models are from the start of March. Yes, there is a sport update coming later. I don't know when, though. I don't know whether it's... I assume if they're going to do a sports update, it might be like... I think in the past when they released F2 cars, I know they did it in January one year, but I remember there being like DLC updates for like Jeddah and things in the past around like November, December time. Maybe we might be looking at that. Maybe we're talking like 4 or 5 months later. It sounds pretty realistic to me. Are they going to add special liveries again, like in 25? That's a good question. Like the IRL ones, I'm assuming you mean, like the golf liveries and stuff. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they do that already. I don't know, but I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Are there sofas and supercars? No, I'm afraid not. I do have bad news for that. For those wanting, yeah, the sofas and all the bling and everything back. I think you can customize your avatar still, so that's huge news. Will Gibson will be really happy with that. But yeah, supercars unfortunately are not back. We all requested it. We said that was the most enjoyed feature from previous game titles, but we haven't got them back yet. I'm definitely watching esports. Yes, 100%. I look forward to that. In fact, am I going to be? Oh no, I just realized I might be on the plane for the final race. Guys, my flight is at 6:45 on Thursday. Am I cooked? It's probably going to be... Oh, dude, I'm so going to miss that. I'm going to avoid Discord when I land and then watch it on YouTube. The game got so much better in 22 when I saw a sofa and supercar. Yeah, I agree. Did they get the Audi engine right? I don't know about the engine sound, but I do like the Audi onboard view. Certainly like the livery and yeah, the perspective that we drive at, it looked quite nice. I don't know about the engine sound, I'm not sure. Are lower gears needed? That's a good question. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of, but it's definitely not going higher gears, so possibly. It's quite a wishy-washy answer, but short answer is I don't fully know, but it felt quite similar to 25 in that respect. As I keep saying, battery is such a massive feature now. It's like the biggest thing by far of this incoming DLC. The biggest change is by far the battery. So the reason why I'm mentioning that with lower gears is because obviously if you're going to be like blasting battery early out of corners, you're going to be losing traction. So I heard Alex say about this earlier, actually. This is one thing I disagreed on with traction. Alex said, for example, it's way easier to get on the power and you can just blast battery out of corners. I didn't find that at all. Because you get so much boost from the battery, I didn't find that. So, yeah. Sent you my F122 review. Where did you send it? You're not about the comment I just read, no? Are the tyre compounds going to be stronger and last longer? According to chat, the tyres are more durable, but I'm going what I read off chat because I've not tested that. I think Alex tested it. Are mid/high wings better than low wings? We kind of answered this earlier. I don't have the definitive answer, but I'm quite confident in saying yes, because when you activate straight mode, so when you're on a straight now, both wings are open anyway, so you're basically running 0-0 wings anyway. Not quite, but like almost. So when I did a top speed comparison, I'll repeat what I said earlier. I did 50-50 wings versus 0-0 wings. I think it was at Bahrain, and when I got to one of the straights with straight mode, I was like 2 kph slower than when I was on 0-0. And that would have only been the build-up before opening the wings, obviously gaining more time on the straight, and then going from there. Like, it wouldn't have been like I was gaining loads of time with the wings open. So, yeah, I don't see why it would be low wings in the DLC. Is first gear as unusable as it is in 25? I would assume probably yes. And, I mean, you shouldn't really be using first gear anyway, unless you're taking a Monaco hairpin. First gear should not be a thing regardless. Is 100 diff still best? That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that, because this ties into meta setups. None of us know this at this point. They definitely have changed differential in general. So suspension and differential has changed going into this, and this feeds into the handling changes. That is like the key thing that has changed to make the car feel a little bit different. But I don't know what the meta diff will be. To be fair, IRL, they use first gear. It's quite loose wording, though. Like, where do they use first gear? Like, they're not using first gear at, like, La Source at Spa, for example, turn 1. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, because you know what? I'm probably going off past knowledge anyway. This current gen of cars, yeah. Maybe they are for battery reasons, I don't know. Will saying, I would say yes to 100 diff for the traction it will give. And that's always been a thing. To explain as well, for those of you guys that don't understand, 100 diff has always been the meta, because you don't need the additional rotation that it gives you when you lower it, because of you can kind of extract that out of the rest of the setup, because the game is already, the car is already grippy and rotates well regardless by default physics. And instead you need the traction, which 100 diff gives you. So that's why you see 100 diff everywhere, is because it's prioritizing traction. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's more likely to be 100 diff everywhere, but I can't say for certain. Hasn't 100 diff been good since 24? It's been before that, no. I thought 100 diff isn't 100 diff going all the way back to like 22, because 22 was massively traction orientated. I'd imagine it was not in 23. Okay, can't remember that. I thought it was all the way back to 22. I don't see why we wouldn't have been 100 diff in 22. How is overtaking with overtake mode? Would you say it's more powerful than DRS? Absolutely yes. It's significant. If I'm on none ERS, which is quite an extreme example, you know what? Fine. If I'm just on medium ERS and you're using overtake behind, you're getting considerable time. Like, you're gonna fly past. I'll give you an example. I did an online race with Alex, Karim, Safso, and maybe Scotty Designs. And we had 110 AI added at Jeddah, and like I would go from like P15 out of the fast left-hander going into sector 3 Jeddah. I'd be like P15, for example, P14, and I would use my overtake mode, and by the end of the straight I'd be like P7, P6. Like, it's that significant. That's against the AI, obviously. Ghosting was like, yeah, but that's not relevant to the battery point. Well, ghosting was on, yes, that's correct. Collisions were off, rather. I think F124 is 100 diff was used. It was definitely earlier than that, surely. Will there be better crash physics? I don't know about damage physics, guys. That part I'm not sure. I don't know if that question's in there on the list, but Rain transition, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I haven't done any wet weather testing yet, so I don't know if that is common knowledge yet. Look, I would assume rain transitions and general effects like that are going to be exactly the same, because I need to remind you guys, it's a DLC. It's not a new game. The DLC is focused on the car changes, the new battery system, like trying to mirror what it is in real life. It's less focused on reinventing the game, changing all the game modes and everything like that, right? So I wouldn't expect many changes there in terms of wet weather racing, apart from obviously dirty air changing and battery and stuff. Are the Inters still as durable as they are currently? Well, considering chat said tires are more durable, I'd assume Inters are more durable. But I don't know the difference between whether wets are unusable versus Inters. Again, I'm going to assume it's just as bad with wet tires, but I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. It's a good question, though. That is something I'd quite like to find out, actually. That's quite an important one. How different do you have to drive these cars to be quick? Very different. Very, very different. Very different indeed. If you want to get pole position in quality now, you're going to have to be the master of battery efficiency. Not necessarily driving the car the best way. Nope. You're going to have to master battery efficiency, which pains me to say, but it's very different. So yeah, again, drifting good and wet, yada yada. I've not driven in the wet yet, guys. Karim said, I think wets will still have a bit more wear. You reckon more wear than there is now on 25? Why? That's interesting. Because I would have thought you can just put a battery into none and help manage the traction even easier. ERS guides needed? Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you guys right now, on day one of the DLC, most of the focus is going to be on battery, and like, oh my god, this is so different. Oh my god, I love it or hate it, and how the hell do I use this, basically? Not compared to 25, just in comparison to it. Oh, in that case, I agree. Yeah, I completely agree. Like I said, I don't see why they would change that, but I don't know. Actually, maybe that's why you guys are saying tires are more durable, is because obviously the cars are different. I don't think they would have actually changed the tires, but maybe tire wear is just different because of the changed car characteristics. Has got to be the reason. How different do you have to drive these cars to be quick? Yeah, we kind of already answered that very differently. Oh, yeah, that was the one I just answered. Are race starts different, and is it important to burn battery to get a good launch? Race starts are a bit different. Answered this earlier. Higher revs. Karim, leak the strat. Karim's been playing a lot more than I have. I know he's been on it for race starts. Do you have to use overtake off the start? I feel like you do. You have to be on the battery straight away. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Do we know if the DLC will be available for those with EA Play? I don't know that question. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I've seen that one asked before. I'm not sure about EA Play users. Karim's been using Medium. Okay, interesting. I like how he says, I think. Bro, you definitely know. You definitely know this. In regards to handling, can you feel the weight difference between 25 and 26? No. Not personally. Not personally. I think, though, if I was going to comment on that, it would make more sense for me to drive default 25 back-to-back and then go to default 26. In the limited time I've had running, I've been focusing more on the battery elements and the new systems. Can I buy a cat? No. Unless your name's Will Gibson. Why have they begged the no co-op career mode from Will Gibson? I'm very glad you clarified that. I don't know if this is a serious question or not, but obviously I have no idea why 2 players not included. Yeah, I've got no idea. Not a clue. It has to be a technical thing, surely, because I don't know why they would choose not to. Like, think about it logically. They're not going to want to strip out parts of their existing game for the DLC, are they? Like, no matter how you think about EA or whatever, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, they would want to include as much as possible. So I would assume it's something to do with the big changes to the car. But yeah, I agree. I think it's a real shame to not see 2-player. I completely agree. So it's a big miss. Or like you can play 2-player, but only with 25 cars. It's not in the DLC. All right, what's your overall comparison so far between 25 and 26? Highlighting problems like slipstream, dirty air, handling from what you played so far. Well, you basically asked me to repeat a load of questions in one go, but fine. Massive emphasis on battery. I don't like qualifying, how different that has changed with lift and coast at certain tracks, but it is track dependent. It's going to be very track specific on how you're running, overtake in general in the race, in quali. Handling, at the moment on a default setup, which is very premature, but I feel like it's an improvement on 25. We'll wait and see what actually happens once we get the meta setups. Lots more in there, of course, which we've already touched on. Pondon, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate it, man. What were you doing? What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? Tuesday? Yeah, what were you doing on a Tuesday? What are you saying? Were you doing tech support again? You tech support again for Pixel? Canada review? Nice. Oh, that would have been a good stream then, because Canada was a good race, man. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. F1 26 DLC and then review because we couldn't do it yesterday. Okay, fair. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. How you feel? All right, Paul, I'll just ask you. How are you feeling about the DLC? Positive? Reservations? Go on, give me a snappy response. I think it's quite a mixed bag in terms of people's opinions so far. I know speaking to Karim and also speaking to Ben, there's definitely reservations on the new battery system. But I know that Karim, Saf, some of the guys were playing it more, and I think as they start to learn the battery system more, I think they're starting to warm to it a bit more. So I'm hoping I'll be the same. For a DLC, you like it? Good price and good amount of content. Yeah, I completely agree with that. That is a good point. We haven't touched on the price point yet. It is true. I think for the amount of stuff we're getting in this, genuinely, the price is good. I'm still quite surprised. It's like what, £22 on PC? If you're on console, I think it's 26 or £27, one or the other. Pretty good. Yeah. I'd say they've kind of cooked there. 25, yeah. Honestly, I think they've cooked with that. I really do. I think if you guys are thinking about buying the DLC, you're getting genuinely, if you're looking for something that's mirroring IRL cars and just an evolution of 25, I actually think you're getting a pretty good deal, genuinely. Whether or not you're going to like it is another question, but it's content-wise, I do agree. Rating out of 10 on DLC. Oh, it's too early for that. Right now, initial impressions, 5. As I said, I'm not looking forward to the battery, but I'm giving you my honest thoughts. There's going to be lots that changes when it comes out. I could be sat here in 2 weeks' time saying I'm enjoying it a lot more, and it's a 8 out of 10. Who knows? You're going to hear different stuff. This is why you need to watch me, you need to watch Ponder, you need to watch Fabio, Alex, Ben, all these guys, all these different opinions. Tom's been away on holiday as well, so he's not had a chance to play it, but I'm interested to hear from Tom when he gets hands on. This is why you need to, I think there's going to be a lot of different opinions, and I'm looking forward to also hearing when the sweats can get on as well. The esports drivers can really tap into the meta. Do you think this game will be dominated by smarter drivers? For example, Safso, Alex, Ben sometimes. What? What kind of question is that? Smart. What do you even mean by smarter drivers? I don't even, like, are you trying to... I'm guessing that is referring to racecraft? I don't even know how to answer that one. Like, okay. Chris Creator Series is starting next week as well. The game will, those that do well at the start of the game will be those that have put the most hours in, straight up. Like, I do think I'm going to struggle at the start because I'm not able to play it. So once you understand the battery system, then yeah, of course, that's going to give you a good advantage initially. Obviously, in terms of the game being dominated, no, I don't agree with that at all. But the initial stage while everyone's learning, then yeah, obviously, if you've got to grips with it earlier, then you're kind of chilling. Yeah. Fabio said it's his game again. Yeah, but Fabio is just doing Fabio things. He knows what he's doing. He's playing the game. I rate it. Still waiting for that Fabio win though. Right, from the bits that you've played, what's your favorite bit about the limited access you've had? That's a good question. Yeah, by the way, just a caveat for those of you guys joining in. I'll take questions from chat, anything that we've not covered. But we're going through this massive long list of questions that we've already had. Shout out to Sam for sorting this. That's why I'm running through this. We're right at the bottom. We're on question 46 right now. So if you've got any questions that have not been covered, I'll get to it in a second. Favorite bit, though, I will say... Okay, it's not an individual feature, even though I have voiced it quite a lot that I'm not looking forward to the new battery system. I like learning new stuff. So I like the fact that it is going to be very different to drive and therefore require a new learning curve of adapting to the new changes. So I do like that. Whether I am going to enjoy the battery system and lifting, coasting, and quality, of course, is a different question. But I like the I like the amount of changes that means new learning curve. Is playing on wheel the same as F125? Better force feedback? Any difference? I think it's the same. I don't think there's any difference. Pretty confident in saying that. Yeah, doesn't feel any difference to me. Gillen talked about not smashing gears when downshifting and it only shifting when you're at the right RPM. How have you found it? Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's downshift protection. That was one of the first things I noticed. I think I was in VC with Alex Razin and a couple others the first night that we played it. I think Karim was there as well. And I noticed that. We're like trying to do our usual thing of smashing down the gears into a corner. I don't know, really. It feels weird. It's something I'm not used to in the F1 game because we've always had it. So... Is that a thing in real life? I don't actually know that. Does anyone know? Is that a thing? I feel like they downshift very quickly in real life now. Whenever I'm being on onboards, they seem to smash through the gears. I mean, I would assume it is if it's being implemented in the game, but I don't know. They downshift quite late. Okay, so therefore, like they're well into the corner of braking, the engine's lower RPM that allows them to smash it down the gears. How slow are we talking? Think of it more as like not the speed of it. Think of it more as it's limited depending on engine RPM. So if you're at a certain engine RPM and you're trying to downshift, it will protect it. It will not let you. The system won't let you. That's what Will's saying about in real life. If they brake later into the corners, obviously they've scrubbed off more speed. Then your engine's low RPM and you can smash through the gears. That makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't love or hate it. It's just different, and I think that's just something that probably we'll learn within the first month and not even question again. We'll just adapt to it. I don't think that'll be a massive issue. Gear shifting is a way of controlling the rears. Yes, yeah, of course. Gear shifting as well, just massively. You know, if you shift gears mid corner, for example, it's gonna change the weight distribution of the car as well. It's gonna mess you up. Gear shifting does have a big impact mid-corner, yeah. Canada was the last race where the Mercedes compression ratio loophole was allowed, so Ferrari might become the fastest car. You reckon? Mercedes were quite far clear. I don't know, man. I think that's clutching. I think Mercedes are going to be cooking. How do you launch the DLC? Before the game or in-game? Before the game. It'll just be like baked into your game over the top. So you'll be able to access the 25 content. So which by the way, I think like genuine shout out for this. I know they've not like included anything different. They've just kept all the old stuff there. But I love that, let's say worst case scenario, every single one of you guys watching right now absolutely hates the new battery system. You're like, GB, what the hell is it? I don't want to do lobbies with this. I want to be how it was. Then we can literally go back to 25 cars. So I love that we do have the option. Like, it is additional content. I do love that. So yeah, I'm glad that they didn't restrict us there. You could definitely do open lobbies with the 25 cars, the 2026. You can't do a mixture, obviously. You have to pick one or the other. But yeah, the DLC is just baked in, and we'll just launch. Going back to 25 cars is not happening. I know. Realistically, I know. When's the last time we went back to 24 or something? But at least you can do it within the game, is my point. At least there's flexibility. You never know. Are faces rescanned? I don't think so. Not as far as I'm aware. Didn't look any different to me. How mudded is Jake from a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, that is a good question. Battery related, right? Oh, I don't know. I'll go with a 7. Go with a 7. 7 out of 10. If I got it right, overtake alone isn't a boost. It just makes your boost button better and your battery more efficient. Yeah, I hate this question on boost because I genuinely don't know. I should know this. I didn't. I reckon someone like Alex has probably answered this in detail. I actually don't know the impact that boost has on your overall capacity as like a percentage. I know that yeah, it makes your battery more efficient and harvest better. In terms of how quickly it drains or slower it drains or whatever, I don't actually know. But yeah, think of it like when you've got boost mode over a lap, it is like supercharging your overtake almost. That's the way I think of it. Like when you use overtake, obviously. Barber's address, very good. How many laps is Talladran going to be lapped by every race, Mr. Keyboard Driver? Yes, many. Right, that's the end of the list. We got there. We got through. Jesus, we've been live for like an hour and a half. God damn. That was a good yap sesh. Have I missed anything? Is there anyone got questions that we haven't covered? Obviously, when we're driving, I want to do one final race on 25. So when we're driving, like we can still yap about it anyway. But good time to ask you guys before we switch over. GB, will everyone have the 2026 intro despite if you have the DLC or not? No, I think if you've not got the DLC, it will just be normal screen. I'm pretty sure in saying that. Will all our games reset if you get it? No. Well, we haven't got the final version of the game. All I'm going to say is for the version that I'm playing right now, which has the DLC on, it's not the final version, but it's like a preview version. For me, all of my settings, my camera settings, my HUD settings and everything, it's all come across, including my setups for F125. But you will also have a setup menu in 2026. So, for example, if you go to open lobbies and you select 2026 cars and you go into a session, you're not going to be able to see your 25 setups. But if you switch to 25 cars, you will have everything there from F125. That's what it is like for me currently. So, this is why you guys are understanding why I had massive issues the other day on Friday last week on getting back onto the game, was because I had to like migrate back over, which wasn't possible. So yeah. Anyway, you won't lose that stuff. Wheel hooking and stuff will be the same as 25, I believe, since 25 is still the base game. I assume so, yes. I mean, the physics won't have fundamentally changed much on that. The contact model's still exactly the same, I'm assuming. The car dimensions are slightly different. The cars are smaller, obviously, so they're adapted. I don't know whether that's going to have an impact. I really don't know, but I would assume it to be the same. One more spreadsheet question. Have you or any other creator that have gotten their hands on the DLC had any glitches? I never really like answering this one because I'm genuinely speaking, like, we don't know what will change on what we get. But yes, one big one that I noticed was I was hitting the overtake button trying to both activate it and cancel it at different occasions, and it wasn't doing anything. I had to literally spam it, which was really distracting while I was driving. So it's not a boost issue, it's just an overtake issue, overtake button issue in general. But again, I hope that will be fixed by the time you guys get your hands on. That's why DLC is better than a whole new game each year. I agree for this year. I think DLC this year, with a key caveat that they make 27 good and iron out a lot of these bugs, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But if we get 27 and it's basically the same old story, then yeah, then maybe not. How much better is Monaco wheel-to-wheel? Bro, do you think I've been testing Monaco wheel-to-wheel the limited time I've had on that game? No idea. I'd assume it's a bit easier if the cars are smaller, but no idea. It depends. If you're racing Ben Daly, they're exactly the same. Other lobbies laggy like 25. We didn't encounter any lag or anything, to be fair, but then again, there were like 5 people on the A servers at that point, so I don't know what it's going to be like on launch, but it was fine for us. We didn't encounter any issues. 27 must be a new engine, complete remake. I'm not sure on the game engine. I don't know. Do you think the DLC will be good? If you're looking for something that's going to be realistic to real life, I think you'll like it, genuinely. And as we said when Pondon raided earlier when he mentioned on content wise and value, I do think it's good value. I think for the low price that they've offered it at, it's a real shame that we're missing out on 2-player co-op for the DLC cars. But that aside, the fact that you can integrate this into my team, you can race online, yeah, the fact that we can pretty much use it as for most of the stuff we use it for already, I think it's decent value, honestly. I really do. How's wall riding at Monaco? Yeah, very good. Still think they should have done a DLC on 24 and make a new game for the new regs. I completely disagree. Why? Because it makes no sense. Can you guys imagine, genuinely, because I've heard this a lot, it makes no sense to me why, when you think that, like, when you think of how delayed this DLC is, firstly, can you imagine how impossible it would be to deliver an entirely new game on a new set of regulations when even in real life they don't know what it's like? Like, EA and Codemasters, you think of yourself as a developer, you can't even see or know what the cars are like until they hit the first race of the season, which is way too late. Like, they'd have no time at all to adapt it, and then all we're getting is a half-baked shitty game anyway, because everything's had to be rushed in last second. Regardless of your opinions on previous games, I'm almost certain it would be worse. I'm glad they've done it this way than the other way, where we get a DLC in 24, which was also, in my opinion, one of the worst F1 games. F1 24 was not cooking. So we get 2 years of that, and then now we're looking at a new game with, like, you know, rushed regs and cars. Then nah, I don't think that would have been in play, personally. Yeah, I think the way they've done it now is honestly a good approach, but with the caveat that they actually cook in 27, because the pressure is on. There's no excuses. Like, if we don't get, you know, if we get a game that's fundamentally similar to the DLC, for example, then yeah, I don't see the point. Yeah. Have I missed anything? GB, will we get an F1 2026 world car that we can customize? Yeah, I actually haven't tested that, but why wouldn't you? That's what we've had in every other game. I'm almost certain we'll be able to customize and have a world car like every other F1 game. Like I said earlier, lobbies will have 24 people in, but even in the F1 world cars, you'll only be able to do 22 still. Chris says all of this is worthless if 27 is dog shit. I agreed. Exactly. I like the way they've done this, and I agree with the system, but they have to cook in 27. I do agree. Yeah. I think a lot of us, and this is more of a thing in gaming now, isn't it? When you look at the GTA delays and other studios doing similar things, we can all accept it, providing that they launch with, you know, they're playable, they're not ridden with bugs. You know, it's what we want with the changes we want. I think we can all accept that these days. I think there's a bit more of an understanding of studios not rushing shit out for the sake of it. And now that it's been 2 years between 25 and 27, I do expect there to be a good game. GB, do you think turning on active aero assist would be better? Yeah, we covered this earlier, but I'll say it again, guys. So again, I'll go back into games. So this is not the DLC. This is F1 25, which we'll be doing shortly for a 50% race. But imagine this is the DLC. You're going to start seeing SM boards up high. So where you see like DRS boards at the moment, there'll be SM for straight modes, and you'll be seeing them on more straights. So you'll have an SM board. As soon as you cross that line, like a DRS zone, you just hit your DRS button, open the wings like you would normally, and that will do it. The fact that we're doing this every single lap because you can activate straight modes always means that it's just a lot of hassle in line with the new battery changes. So for me personally, I will be turning on straight mode assist from day one, and I'm probably going to make a clip on this because I think it's a really useful advice for those that are like picking this up. I do think a lot of you guys, when you get the DLC day one, it's going to be quite overwhelming with all of what I just said. So it will be a good way to just focus on the battery initially. Yeah, Nola referencing Cyberpunk. Yeah, I was thinking of that, mate. Cyberpunk is such a good game with one of the worst, if not the worst, release I've ever seen. And I was there trying to play it on release day, and just like it was so bad. Wait, I don't know what you're waffling about there, mate. Oh, I see. Realistic cards. Right. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm interested to see what the pace difference is like between the Aston and the. I assume Mercedes surely are the quickest car in the DLC. So, yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I wonder if it's like 3 seconds, like it is in real life. You know. Do you know what time it drops? I think we do know the time. Is it 4 p.m. chat? 4:30? I don't know, but I'm guessing around then. As far as I'm aware, don't quote me on this. I'm being as transparent as I can to you guys. As far as I'm aware, I don't think you'll see any more content, for example, on Madring before then. I think we might be tied to the release date. You guys are saying 4 p.m. If it's 4 p.m., it'll be... I'm pretty sure it's the same for us creators. I don't think we can do anything until then. I could be wrong. It could change while I'm away in Spain. I don't know, but I think at the moment we're all on the same time frame. I do have early access. Yeah, I could load up the DLC right now and play it. I have played it. That's why we're answering some questions. But yeah, obviously I can't stream it, unfortunately. We can test that. I reckon I'll beat you in the Aston. Yeah, of course will. I mean, you're like quicker than esports, mate. So, do you think the game will be even better for the controller than it is now? Ah, good question on controller. Look, if flicking is less of a thing in the DLC, which it was in 25, which I think it will be, then I guess in theory, yes. Because being smooth, you know, pad is about being smooth, right? I think I don't drive on pads, so I'm also guessing. But it's going to be quite hard to manage the ERS toggling. So I want to say yes. If you can be smooth on pad, I think you might. I think it might help you. Have you tried the new circuit? No, no one has. I said that earlier. None of us have access to the circuit yet. What happens if someone starts streaming the DLC at 3:59? I don't know. Maybe we should find out. Don't answer reverse tracks on a 90-second... Oh, ad break, is it? What are you guys asking about reverse tracks? Oh, are the 3 reverse tracks still there? All right, I'll wait for that one then. Pad isn't really smooth anymore. As in for 25 now, currently. Well, in that case, it should be smoother. I don't know what it's going to be like compared to previous F1 game titles, though. Do you think raw pace will be less of a concern now and the esports guys will have less of a raw pace advantage? I think raw pace is going to be harder to determine. I don't know how to answer that question directly, but I think it's going to be harder to determine raw pace in general because of how efficient you're going to need to be on the battery. Is there Spa reverse? No. I wish I could say yes to that. I wish. Right, I'm going to answer the reverse track question. Yes, there are no changes. As far as I'm aware, there are no changes to tracks currently. But we're obviously getting Madring, and that's it. So reverse tracks will still be there. I think we're good. I guess we have to do a lot of lifting coast. Yes, we said that earlier. Lifting coast is going to be huge. Evening quali. Kiggy, by the way, thank you so much for 25-month Prime. You absolute legends. Appreciate you, bro. I think, guys, honestly, I think this wraps it up. An hour and a half is a pretty good amount of time to be yapping about this. I've answered as much as I can. Just because we're going to start playing F1 25 for the final time now, doesn't mean you can't still ask questions. I'd rather not keep repeating myself, but whatever you guys want to know, I'm happy to answer. Because basically, yeah, we've been told we can share whatever we want. We haven't driven the new circuit, so that's obviously can't answer questions on that. So, yeah. When can you show the DLC to us? I think it's on release day, Kovaci. I think it's the same time. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, I don't think you're going to see any more stuff before when you guys can get on. But obviously, when the public release day and time is, you'll see a lot of creators on. I will be live the day after, unfortunately, which I know sucks, but I'm just going to be away until the 4th. Where will the straight modes be in the reverse track? It's a good question. But just, I mean, you can honestly, I don't mean this in a patronizing way, you can use your common sense with this, because much like in the normal layout tracks, it's not just DRS zones that are straight mode zones. Like, there are more straight mode zones on the circuit, so wherever there's significant straights, you can pretty much bank on there being straight mode at that point. Can confirm we already saw something. Yeah, true. Yeah. Apart from that, obviously. Apart from that. Creators access usually unlocks a day before, to be fair. Yeah, but I'm telling you from, like, to the best of my knowledge. I'm well aware of, like, how it's been in the past. By the way, no, that's not... Hang on. I know what you're thinking of, Pooch. You're thinking about when in the past we've been able to do 1 hour of streaming, like, running up to the release day. As far as I'm aware, that is not the case. That might change while I'm away. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, that's not the case this time. Thoughts on Arsenal in the Barclays Premiership? That's going back some years, though. I saw the small DRS zone from 2021 Jeddah is now a straight mode. Yeah, that's a good example, Karas. I mean, look, yeah, exactly. So you're on about in Sector 1 before you get into Sector 2. That, I believe, is a straight mode zone. Yes. But like I said, use your common sense with it. Like, any track where there's a decent-ish straight, doesn't have to be really long, like Baku's straight, but just like somewhat of a straight, then you're probably going to be seeing straight mode there. Do you remember when it was esports drivers with early access? In 22, I think it was. God, that's going back quite far. I can't remember when I joined the Creator Network. I think I was there for 22. I think it was my first year. So, no, I don't really remember. Everything would have been a blur back then. I hope they sorted purple sectors in quali. I wouldn't bank on it, Ollie, mate. I don't know, but as I keep saying, it's a DLC more focused on IRL changes, less focused on what we'd see and expect in a new game of, like, an overhaul. I wouldn't go in with those expectations. My best advice to you guys that are buying the DLC is go into there expecting something that is trying to resemble real-life cars and not a different game. Like, you need to expect the same game. Will, I'm not online, mate. So, okay, I can tell you now because we can talk about the game. I had to make a new Steam account because, foolishly, I will use my main account to play the DLC, which means you cannot migrate back to 25. You don't need to worry about this because you're going to be able to play 25 and 26. Obviously, I can't go on my main account because I can't go on the 26 DLC and stream it. So I had to make a new Steam account just to be able to access F1 25 in its current version and, yeah, and a new EA account as well. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's why you guys will not be able to join off Steam for this one final stream on 25. Why have I got no... Bro, my headset's died again. What's going on? I think it's, like, also shutting off. Esports build is the same? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I heard of Miami 50. Guys, if we're going to do a 50% race for the final time, where do we race? It's actually not too late. Maybe we can do a little warm-up. What do we do for the final track, guys? We're getting emotional. Do you guys want to grow old and seriously tell your grandkids that the final GB Open lobby that you did was Miami? Honest question. Do you really want that? Will your grandkids be impressed when you tell them that? I'm seeing some no's in chat. Why are you guys spamming Imola? Why Imola? Imola is on the next game. What are you guys waffling? Am I missing something? Bro, I swear, I'm about to boot up the DLC. Why does people keep talking about Imola not being in the game? It is in the game. What are you guys waffling? Imola's not on the calendar, but it is in the 26 DLC. I swear it is. I've not seen anything to suggest it's not in the 26 DLC. Come on. All right, the more spams for a track I see, the less likely it is we do it. So Monaco's not looking good. Gillen tested it and confirmed it's in the game. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Why you guys think... Yeah, I don't know. We're not doing Imola then. Screw that. Right, what's going to be the final track, man? Do we actually... We could do Monaco, to be fair. We could actually do Monaco. Guys, we poll it. Dead cool with a 16-month resub. Thank you so much, big boy. Appreciate it. Heyo. Thank you, man. Appreciate that 16. Monaco for the lols. Abu or Brazil, season finale. Monaco is the final race of 24. Oh, that's kind of poetic. That is kind of poetic. It's probably also timing with the, you know, the new game release. I'm assuming that's just a coincidence, but I feel like we should do it. Hey, oh my god, guys, hang on. If I'm not going to be back until Thursday, no, wait, actually, I've been chatting so much shit this whole time. I think I might be able to stream next Tuesday because I get back on Monday, and then my work trip is on Wednesday. I think I genuinely might be able to stream F125 on Tuesday, which is kind of funny now I've said that this is gonna be the final one. In that case, maybe we care less about it. You know what? I will make you guys a deal. No, I'll make you guys a deal. F125 Monaco next Tuesday. If I can stream, we do Monaco next Tuesday because this is what I was going to say before. On Friday, when the DLC is out for our first community event, it's Monaco race weekend. So we'll be doing Monaco again. We'll get to do Monaco on 25 and then compare it to 26 DLC. I feel like that'd be kind of nice to see the difference. So I felt like we do Monaco on Tuesday for 25, Monaco on Friday for DLC. So I'm kind of keen for that, which means we do something else tonight. Pleb filters start. Do Spain now. Spain? Yeah, I'm quite confident I can stream Tuesday, guys, unless I'm forgetting something, but I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I might be a bit tired, but I think Tuesday stream is definitely doable. Bahrain or a good overtaken track? We did Bahrain last night. Wait, why Bahrain now? Bahrain back to back. You okay? Silverstone? Thoughts? Thoughts on Silverstone? Spa? Thoughts on Spa? Monza, I heard, says Monza. Austria. Alright, fuck it. We're polling this bad boy. We're polling this. And I'll run to the toilet as well while you guys vote. And then we'll send it. This is going to be a 5-lap pleb filter to start just to get the lobby ready, but this will be a poll for the track. So what was it? Austria? What did you guys want? Really? You want... Alright, fine. I'm putting Miami on. Miami, Austria, and Belgium. Or Spa. Polls up. There you go. That's going to be the final 50... No, not the final 50% race. That's going to not be the final 50% race. You need to stop saying that. Because we're probably going to do Monaco as the final one on Tuesday. There you go. You guys vote. I'm going to run to the toilet, and then when I get back, I'll open the lobby, okay? Yeah. I want to make sure I've got all the settings ready, just so I can open the lobby immediately. Okay, and grid should be random. Lovely. All the settings are actually loaded for once. That's nice. Cool. And the first track we're going to do with pleb filters is going to be... It is going to be... Zandvoort. Reverse. Right. Be right back. Oh my god. Guys, you know when you get something out the oven and you open the door and you're like blasted with a heat wave? That's what happens when you open my studio door, because my room is just, oh, it's so nice with the AC on, man. I'm sorry to rub it in, because I know some of you guys are dying in the heat like I've been. This AC is so good. The rest of the house is a sauna, man. I think Carlo's struggling downstairs. Right, what are we saying? What's the poll result? Austria, boom, done. Austria it is. That's what we're doing for the first, or the only 50% race, and the lobby is now open. If you want to join, there you go. Fled filters on for the first race, and then we'll go straight into Austria after. I'm fat, I need AC. I guess what? Is that a thing? I guess you sweat more if you're more overweight? I don't know. Because for me, I've never been like... I'm a little bit overweight now, but like... I would always just sweat my tits off all the time, regardless. Like, back when I used to train Taekwondo, I would always be like... I'd literally have people laughing at me because I'd be like bright red, like a beetroot. Even if I would like... It doesn't matter if I'm like super fit and like I'm not tired or anything. If I do like a warm-up 5 minutes in, I'm like... I don't know. I just sweat so much. I'm just a sweaty guy. Confirmed. Having AC must be like how the top 1% lives, bro. Great Gooker, hang on. Blood's literally got an AC unit. What? You showed me yours on Discord. Dude, chat, seriously. The best thing you could do before summer hits, before it gets to this weather, is drop anything between 100 to 200 quid on a good AC unit. Boom, you're cooking. I think the only thing you have to be careful of is I don't know what it stands for, but the BTU, that's like the power rating of the unit, that BTU will equate to like how much of the room it will fill. So basically if you get like a cheap unit, it'll be like a low BTU, like say like 7,000, and then that'll only fill like a small room. Whereas I think mine's like a 12,000, I want to say, which will fill like quite a big space. They're obviously a lot more a lot better if you've got a bigger space. British thermal units. There you go. I learned something new today, which I will definitely forget. TK, you're a British thermal unit. Will suddenly drove in 31 degree heat just to get straight line final lap. Who did it? Who did it? Let me VIP them. Who was it? Wait, Roll did? Are you serious? Was it actually Roll? Was it genuinely Roll? Chat, is that VIP worthy? Roll VIP before Checo. What is the obsession with Checo VIP? Where is Checo in chat right now? Tell me. Is Checo a real one? Giga Chat Checo, you in chat right now? No, that's what I thought. All right. Is he actually? Is Checo in chat? He is in the street. He's just getting called out. He's just on lurk, just getting called out. All right. All right. Roll. You earned it. Let this be a lesson to you. We want more behavior like that when you're racing with Will Gibson. All right, I'll go live on the verticals once we get into the 50. What did Roll do? Will did a 50% race in 31 degree heat and got straight line by Roll at the end. Oh, I forgot setups! Shit! I'm screwed. It's not looking good. Oh, why am I spending time on that? This is not ideal. Oh dear. Oh! Tire pressures are screwed, but who cares? Oh, yes. Just about changed it. Default, well, not default, but very muddy setup. Oh. Doesn't matter what setup you use. What the hell was that? 2 second time? What? I barely touched him. I breathed on him. That was not me that killed him. How's he gone that far right? What? That's outrageous. Oh, Will! Pull those pants up, buddy! William Gibson, trousers down his ankles. Oh my god. Everyone's losing it, bro. What is happening? Oh, I need, yeah, okay, Will Camp. Yep, got it, I've read it. Thank you. Oh god, that's another lockup. Oh! Okay, hang on. I don't think the setup was helping mines. Right, there we go. I promise you guys right now, Funky Socks will be back for some Forza. What is that? Who just did it? It was Adam. That was a terrible job on taking me out. Turns out the plebs are well and truly in the lobby. George Brown. Nah, what is that move, Will? Come on, man. That's terrible driving. You're better than that. Oh, it's mud. I don't know what it is at the moment, whether it's like... Oh, God, whether it's like tyres or what, but obviously I didn't finish doing a normal setup. So it's going to be mud all round. Obviously, the stakes are high. This is a race we all care deeply about. Oh, my God. It's crazy how much the car, like, bottoms out there. Muddy. See ya. Oh! Mud everywhere. Oh my god, turn, man! My car doesn't turn. 50% after this? Yes, correct. Oh, Jenno's gone. Probably been killed. Oh my god. Oh, where am I going? That was the most atrocious final corner I've ever done in my life. Right, we got some chaos ahead. Bring it on. Let's go for some dive bombs. Oh, Gucka. Okay, bro. Bro's all over the gaff. Nice. Oh my. Livy gets 2 seconds for that as well. Bro just accepted his fate. Oh no. Wait, oh, what's happening to my force feedback? Oh my god, it's just like... My wheel just like locked then. That was bizarre. My wheel just like totally locked on the turn 3. It's okay now, but like it was like my it's like my actual wheel locked, not my tires. That was really weird. This is a 5-lap from all time. Yeah, this is a lot of chaos. And yeah, I want to overtake my idol, Will Gibson. No, I messed up. I should have sent it more. I should have dived it. Jeno again. There's 2 seconds. Oh my god. The gate. I think there's desync in this lobby because that is wild. Since when we get 2 seconds for this? Jeno, send it. Imagine losing to Will Gibson. This might be the most embarrassing race of all time. Jeno, yes.
Yes, mate. Yes. You're a legend. That was for you, mate.
What a race. What a race. Perfect. Oh. Ah. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, like I said, if you guys have got any questions on DLC, just fire them in. We're going into 50% Austria for not the final time, but tomorrow I'll be doing Forza, and we're doing world record hunting on Forza tomorrow. Will I get a world record? Probably not. Almost certainly not. But I want to see how close I can get on Forza around certain tracks now that I've unlocked the fastest car in the game, which I think on wheel should be really fun. I'm genuinely really looking forward to that. I was going to do it tonight, but then obviously with the DLC deep dive and everything, it just made more sense to do a bit of a Q&A tonight. Cole, look, this guy's absolutely sweating his nuts off. Bro did not experience World War III back in the pack. Don't ever want to hear this line disrespect again. Wait, what do you mean? Will, do you normally drive a racing line? You actually? Because if you do, then it shows. I swear you don't. There's no way you do. Because league racing, you're not allowed to. PSGO, you're not, no? Or maybe it's only tier 1 that you're not. How's this heat beam for you? Yes. Well, you need an AC, bro. Come on. It's time to invest. You need to stop spending money on gym memberships and start buying ACs. All right? Wise words, chat. Time to destroy GB and Forza tomorrow? Or let's not. Can you drive the reverse tracks to the 26 cars? Yes, Vettel, you can. Is there going to be new engine sounds for the cars? Yes. There's AC. Actually, you know what, Adam? That's fair. That's fair. There are indeed ACs in gyms. You got me there. But is it frowned upon if you just go to the gym to hang out? What about if I take, like, my handheld gaming console, the Ally? What about if I take that to a gym and just don't go to the gym? Just, like, use the AC and play that? That's fine, right? Yeah, Will, to be fair, mate, it would be vibes if you rock up in your truck again. Have you been playing much Forza since then? Surely you've got better vehicles now. Oh, wait, I'm not leaving the session. No, 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 no. Right, cool. Let's go straight into Austria then. I'm ready. 10 p.m. as well. Perfect timing. And I always like Austria because as long as we don't use up the safety cars really early, it kind of guarantees that you always get a good amount of racing laps, just because there's any track that has more laps, like Monaco as well. That at least means you get a load of racing laps. So load up community event settings. Make sure you pick your car again, by the way, guys. And I will change the weather. So we'll put standard race. Custom grid sounds good. Dynamic weather. Lovely. Oh, I need a setup. You're right. Okay, guys. Do I chance this? No. I don't want to waste any time. Let me go get a setup. It's fine. Let me go get a setup. Hang on, because I know everyone's going to ready up. So I'm not going to waste any time with it. Thank you. Thank you. Don't know why I'm getting asked. And what are we doing? Austria. Right. Full screen this. I'll save a setup, and then we can just jump straight back in. Easy. Now you guys know why I've only got 6 track setups from what we did on stream yesterday, now that I can explain what the hell's going on. That's why I've got no setups, because this is a new account. Which sucks balls, but there we are. What are we saying, Austria? I think the VSC setup for this was quite good. I can't remember. This is what sucks about not having my main account as a reference, is that a decent amount of the setups on there were actually thought out. Miami. We're doing Austria. No, Will, that's cap, by the way. Literally the best car that you can get in the game is the one I've just been grinding for, which everyone can get. Don't give me that DLC car crap. Maybe initially, yeah. Maybe initially, but like, when you play the game, you 100% get better cars. I don't know what to do, though, for a setup. I'm genuinely tempted just to go for a bit of BSC for this. Hang on, what? Why is... Oh. Why is Austria reversed? Not with Austria. Makes no sense. Right, let me load this. I think I used to run a tweaked version of the VSC setup for Austria. Right, won't be long, chat, and then we can force in the lobby. Just honestly, guys, if you're waiting now, get the filters ready, because I know none of you are friends with me on Steam or EA on this one. So join for the menu. Just get the filters ready so you can join as quick as you can. Got to grind 50 million hours to get like a... Yeah, it's true, Karim. I know. I mean, I did the grinding. It's true, but like, it's the best car, so it's worth it. In my opinion. Yeah, I'm making tweaks to this. Making subtle tweaks. Okay. Change tire pressures, suspension a little bit, and we are good. Lovely. Right, let's go back into it. Let's do it. I can't wait for when GB realizes I'm actually good and everyone else is not. I've said this before, right? And you're going to get all the sweaty league racers being like, "Oh, GB, you're slow" or whatever. Like I get it. I'm not an esports driver, but pretty much every single one of us that drives in our lobby, in Fabio's lobby, in like most lobbies, Karim's lobbies, like, we're all fast. When you compare to the average player, you only realize how fast you are, like, when you go into a normal lobby and, like, you see that you're, like, 2-3 seconds a lap quicker. Like, it's crazy. Again, there's a real, like, tendency in the F1 community to like, you know, if someone's, like, a tenth slower than they're slow, or, like, you know, it's yeah. I get it. But when you compare him to the average player on F1, we are all quick, basically. Some are faster than others, but like, I'm not fast, by the way. Yeah, exactly. All that waffle, like, fine, you might not be quick in terms of esports, but or top tier league racing, but you're way faster than the average player. Like, it's not even close. The same for me, same for you guys. All right, let's get this loaded. I'll open the lobby. And it goes for most things, right? Even if you look at like creator series midfield, right? If you're talking about PSGL League Racing, fine, I get it. They're not in a high tier, but like they're still fast compared to the average player. Like you got to put things into perspective of someone that's like only just come across the F1 game. You know, it's like yeah. What are we doing? Austria. My God, my brain went blank. Okay, Austria sprint off and. Well, that's fine. Grid should be on custom. It is, and we're good. I turn formation lap. Now, you know what? I'll keep formation lap on for this. Why not? There you go. Lobby's open. Average players don't play anything close to 110. Yeah, exactly. And like most of us in this lobby would absolutely dust 110 AI. And yeah, again, Nolly, you're referencing Hayden. Like, I mean that to you, to Hayden. Like, they still rapid compared to the average player. The point I'm trying to make is not you're fast, you're slow. The point I'm trying to make is the average player is so much slower than than most people realize, and also what is like made out in terms of when people say fast or slow. Because I do it too. It's like I say, oh, they're fast or they're slow or something, but in relation to the average player, like they're almost always rapid. But yeah, cool. Lobby's stacked straight away. Love to see it. Unfortunate for the last two at the bottom that I think have missed out. Let's reverse the grid. Right, Roll, are you in this? Oh, Roll's in it. Right, Roll. Meet Will Gibson. Don't let me down, Roll. You got a VIP badge now. You gotta cook. Will is definitely not quicker than Oliver, but I don't care. It's me and Will starting from the back. Oh, we've got both Adams in, have we? Yes. Beautiful. There's so many scenarios playing out right now. We've got Superior Adam. We'll bring him down. You know what? Superior Adam goes to the back. And Inferior Adam starts on pole, even though he should be nowhere near there. I'm that confident Adam will not win the race. He starts on pole. Because as we know, qualifying grid position means everything in these open lobbies. Okay, if there's a few names I don't recognize, I'll check to the top. It's fine. And Adam's going to get a big helping hand. Oh, Rye, I think. Can't remember where I should move you. Can't remember with Krasik. Jose, put higher up. Andy, I'm going to put there. Turk as well should be a bit lower. Roll, I'll put here. It should be fine. We had a few changes in the lobby. Are we okay? No? Right, looks good to me. Cool, happy days. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's hit live as well on these. So I'm going to hit live on YouTube Vertical and TikTok, which means we're probably going to get way more questions as well on DLC stuff, which is completely fine. I must admit, I did forget to hit live on TikTok in particular earlier. So yeah, I'll try not to trip over myself too much. But this is, guys, this is very much tonight. The focus is all on the DLC. I went live literally to chat to you guys about DLC. So as much as want to have a good race, fun race, I'm also down for a yap sesh as well. Cube Controls wheels behind me. So, Donnie, that one's the CSX3. That one is the GTX2. And this one is the Asetek Forte Formula Pro. Unfortunately, the only reason why you guys only see them on the board and not on the rig is because I have a chronic issue with my wheelbase where it's to do with USB polling rates. There's a bug, there's an issue with the F1 game and the Asetek wheelbase, which means that it causes stuttering if I use one of those wheels. It's a hard one to explain, but it can't be fixed. It needs EA Codemasters to fix it. Yeah, so if we're doing iRacing or LMU or not Forza Horizon, sadly, because I think it has the same issue. But if we're doing like another game, then for sure I can use one of those. Why have we already got spam on TikTok? What's going on? If Roll kills me, I'm gonna get anger issues. Oh, what's this weather? Okay, these conditions are very interesting. Restart. Yeah, but it's on approximate. I think we're going to get dry racing at the end. Look at these restarts. I still think we're going to get dry weather at the end, guys. Come on, have the faith. I'm such a huge fan. Will's absolutely punching holes in the wall right now. He's fuming. He's headbutting the walls. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Dan. Welcome in, mate. We've been waffling and yapping about new DLC stuff, which is fun. With the deep dive today, of course, released. 3-stop enforce rule. I see your hydration, by the way. I see your hydrate. Nola, save us. Nola, you know what to do. Save us. What are we saying? He's AI. He's already checking. He's already checking. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. I want to survive. I want to learn. No! Oh my god, I just want to do, like, 3 corners, please. Rain's getting heavier. Nola, what are we saying? Juice us up, Nola. We're all waiting. Come on. Oh my god. What? Nola, thoughts? I didn't do weather report because I was waiting for Nola. Come on, Nola, give us a weather report. I need a stream weather report, and then Nola just gives the telemetry. 50 minutes! 50! Guys, do we restart this or what? Guys, 1 in chat if we restart. 2 if you want to see the same. Just to crack on with this. If we restart, I'll get everyone to retire. I'm not going to restart the lobby. Why would you leave the lobby, Olivier? Why? That's Carbo. Someone take your seat as Carbo. I'm not leaving this lobby. I will retire. Oh, there's a lot of 2s, I think. I don't... People spamming. I don't know. It's pretty mixed. Thing is, though, what if we get dry at the ends? I don't like that there's no super clipping in the DLC. I don't really know why that is, Petru. I don't really know why, mate. I don't know whether that's, like, intentional or not, you know? Because obviously that is, like, the thing, the most hated thing in the current regs. Most complained about is the super clipping. So I don't know whether that's why it was intentionally left out or what. I'm not quite sure. Oh. I have committed murder. It's fine though, it was on wheel, it's all good. Oh, Rolls put him in the grass. Oh, I just got rear-ended as well. Lots of contact everywhere. Ollie's in the gravel. Lovely. Brake ball's being destroyed. Amazing. This is absolute chaos, dude. This is chaos. Oh my god, I nearly hit Adam's rear left tyre there, which would have been GG for my car. I feel really slow, by the way. I think this setup might not be a great idea for this. Oh my god. those motor pedals? No, they're Simiki Baku pedals. Hey, Glenn. You can't pre-order the DLC now, no. I think you're going to have to buy it on the day, I believe, unless anything changes. Oh my god, yes! Yes! I don't know how many positions we just gained, but we just moved up to P9 with that dodge. Oh my god, that was incredible. Oh, okay, there's people straight lining behind. It's amazing. Cole's got 10. I think Cole's lost his head.
Virtual safety car.
BSC, very good. Oh god, Theo, no. Theo, no. Oh my god, there's a big crash for the pack. That is a big crash. Holy crap.
Slow down, slow down. Your delta's
Nola's out already?
going too fast. Reduce
All
your
right,
pace.
Nola. Weather report, Nola. It's still 50 minutes. Wait, Cole's retired as well? What's going on? Are you guys really wanting to restart this bad? Boring start set. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry to let you down. Tomorrow we're going to go world record hunting in Forza Horizon 6. And I promise you, I will whip out the bad boy socks for that stream. Wait. Bro, do you ever get the urge to reach over and sniff the passenger seat when they leave your car? Only if Ben Daly's my passenger. Otherwise, it's a bit weird.
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking.
In 45 minutes, it's still wet. Oh, guys. As part of the DLC, unfortunately, in-game, the Aston Martin experience is more realistic. I'm being told by the team to box the cars. It looks like we're experiencing some vibrations. It's been some good 2 laps to gather data, but we're bringing her in. We're bringing her in. That's unfortunate. Not my fault, like I said. Team wanted the car in. Hey, Charlotte. I appreciate the follow, Christian, as well. This is very much a yap sesh for the DLC. I do have access to it. This is not the DLC, by the way. This is F125. But I have been playing it in the background and before today. And if you guys have got any questions, then fire them in. We're over on Twitch and YouTube. We've been doing a big session already, like basically a couple hours yapping about all of the changes and stuff that I've experienced. So, yeah, appreciate that. Maybe more. Yeah, the release date is June the 3rd, Jonesy. That's next Wednesday. I'll be streaming on Tuesday, the day before, and then I'll be playing with you guys on the 4th. I'm away on the 3rd. Just a heads up, on the 4th we'll probably be doing some Madering lobbies on the 4th, I'm confident in saying. God forbid it's not a dry 36-lap DRS train. All right. If we're being serious, because I don't mind if it's lobbies, like I'm down for the shenanigans. You cannot sit there with a straight face and tell me the racing would be better at Austria on minimum wings in the wet versus the dry. I'm not, absolutely not. All right, if you guys hit advance, we'll basically go straight back. You know what? I'm not even going to rig the weather. We'll go straight back in. It's just not a, come on, not a full wet race. I would have loved that, genuinely loved that if we had half the race wet and then half the race dry. That would have been sick. But we can't have it all, can we? I don't want to rig it. On what exact hours will be the DLC release? I was asking this earlier, Nasty. I think it's... Guys, chat, can anyone confirm? I think it's 4 p.m, but I'm not 100% sure. We said that earlier. I don't know whether we actually got it confirmed or whether it was just what someone thought. Do I have to lift and coast to be quick? Yes, on some tracks. In qualifying, it will be lift and coast, which pains me to say. Hey, Jake. How fast does battery run out? Very fast. It also harvests very fast as well, though. So battery efficiency is going to be the most important thing with the DLC. Jens as well. Appreciate the follow, mate. Can you play two-player career with the 26 cars? No, you can't. That is not coming over. You'll still be able to play it, but if you want to play two-player career, it has to be on not just 25 cars, but obviously, unfortunately, with the 25 AI, that's too slow. 25 euros is a good price. I agree. Yeah, I agree. GB in wet weather, straight mode is disabled. So wouldn't that mean wet weather setups will be lower wings more than normal setups? Good question. I don't know, because then obviously maybe those lower wings cost you in the corner. Yeah, it's a good point. Very good point. Maybe. That's going to be really weird, bro. Can you imagine if it's the other way around, where in the dry you want a high wing setup, and then if it rains, you're going to... Yeah, it's going to be weird. Very weird. Honestly, do I need to change anything, or can we just go straight back in? I think Olivier... I don't know whether he actually disconnected or just got, like, lagged out, but... He's back in. Nice. Okay. I think we had a few seat changes there, but that's fine. We'll switch things up. Move these guys up. And everything else is good. Don't even need to change the grid, pretty much. So... It's ready up straight away. Happy days. We're rolling the dice again. If we get full wet weather again, I will retire immediately. Oh, actually, no formation lap. Because we'll have to sit there and watch it, probably. Or drive it. We'll go straight into the race this time. Is there super clipping? No. Is the Macarena wing in DLC? Not to begin with, but it's coming later in like a sports update. When that sports update will be, I don't know. But if I was going to guess, I'd say like maybe 3 or 4 months into the game cycle. So it will be added, but not at launch, not next week. Do the engines sound realistic? They definitely sound different to 25. So you can expect a more realistic sounding engine than what we've currently got. Not Forza tonight. No, I was going to, Jurgen, but then I forgot about the deep dive that came out today, which means it's just a perfect time to do a bit of a Q&A, chat to you guys, answer any questions. Because the nice thing is that EA have basically said, yeah, you can kind of talk about everything you know. So, yeah, it's the first time we've been able to kind of yap about it, which is nice. Does Forza have F1 cars? No, it'd be a licensing clash. I wish it did. I think the closest thing to an F1 car it has is the friggin' the Mercedes AMG GT like safety car livery with the lights, and like old Le Mans cars, but there's nothing close, realistically, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, I'd love it if you guys suddenly told me, oh, the GB is a special car that's like an old F1 car. That'd be sick. Like imagine unlocking like the old Lotus M1 car or something. That'd be sick. Yeah, I know it doesn't count. I know that's the closest thing though. Is it going to run better? What do you mean by that? What do you mean run better? I wonder how they're going to do it with time trials since the cars are very energy based. Time trials is fine. Honestly, don't deep time trials any more than battery just doesn't work. So you just drive the car, okay, so. You might not see it, but if anyone's got a wheel, you'll already know. When you drive time trials, even in this game, the time trials is set for you to always have hot lap mode on. Even though you don't see battery depleting, on the wheel, on the telemetry, it shows you as in the hot lap mode. So it'll just be the same thing. It'll just be the same thing. Do I start on mediums? No, I'm going to start on soft. Screw it. Give me ass tire. Oh, I didn't even check the weather. Is this a full dry race? Must be, right? Oh.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed.
10 seconds as well? Yeah, why not? Good decision. Good decision, FY8. I'm a big fan of your work. That was nice. Oh my lord. I'm getting another one, aren't I? Tiny little tap on the car ahead. Please, Jeno. Are you an Aston Martin fan? I'm part of the team. I'm
okay, VSC ending.
I'm the ambassador for the esports team.
Positive delta until the green flags.
So yes, naturally, I'm also a fan of the team. I mean, it doesn't even matter. We lost so much time to the delta. We got a broken wing, and we got a 10-second penalty. Not a bad start to the race, right? What is going on, bro? I can't wait to die now. I'm so ready for this. Yeah, that's it. Kill me. That's it. Run me off into the gravel. Okay. How about now? No? Nice. I survived. Oh, he didn't. Is the downforce massively different? Well, on the straights, yes, because obviously with straight mode, you're opening the front and rear wing. So it's like you got 0-0 wings on the straights. But... Oh, by the way, I've got wing damage on both sides. I've got 44% on the left side and 12% on the right side. We're absolutely screwed right now. What was I saying? Oh, wait, Oliver, I'm not even trying to defend from Oliver. I thought he was going to breeze past me on the straight. I'm not trying to do anything. I've got massive wing damage. Yeah, I literally moved to the right to like let him through around the outside, but didn't want to go. Very dirty driving from you, Will. That's what I saw. Disgusting driving. You should be ashamed. God, these wings are so bad, man. Jello's definitely got damage as well. Oh, mud. Lots of mud. Filled with mud. Turn the damn car. There we go. Oh, is your wheel using 1-to-1? So in-game, what you would see on the in-game wheel is 360-degree wheel rotation. You cannot change that. That is the default in the F1 game. When you start the game on default, it's on 400, but the actual car in the cockpit is 360. My wheel is on 300, so no. I like to run a lower wheel rotation on this game, which I would assume the next, the DLC is also going to be low wheel rotation as well. From what I've driven so far. No reason to suggest it's not going to be since the... Oh, Oliver, what have I just seen, broski? What was that? Oh my god, bro, the car's so understeery, man. This is horrible. I don't know, what did you load? Alright, I wonder if we can catch up some cars ahead, guys. We've got massive wing damage. And we're starting to get wear on these tyres, but I feel like we are gaining a little bit. They lose out to Genoa in a second. Is it me or does he... I swear he's got no wing damage. We are definitely losing time to sector 2. Oh my god, man, it just doesn't turn. Mud. We're still getting 2/10 somehow. Probably dirty air in front. I hope the crash physics are better. The best thing I can say to you guys is don't expect those things to change because it's a DLC. It's not... I would expect physics to change in a new game. But in a DLC, like... Think about your favorite games that you play and what a DLC is, like new maps and things. It's never an overhaul of the core game. And that's exactly what I'm expecting with the final version of the DLC. Manual or automatic? I'm on manual. I had no assists. No traction, no OBS, no line. Oh, I just got so much wing damage, it's hard to do anything right now. Oh, Jello's definitely got damage in. Will Gibson, purple on the hard. Somebody stop him. Will, this isn't PSGL, mate. You feeling brave using hard tyres that early? That smells like a safety car to me. That definitely smells like a safety car. Will, yeah, of course Will's going to gain massive time on me every lap. Of course he is. He went and fixed his wing. And he's on the hards. My tops are already on 41%. Jesus. Look at the state of that. know what? I'm surprised with the... That's quite a dark shade of yellow. I would have guessed that's more damage than what it actually is. I would have guessed like 60%. Yeah, we're gaining heavily on the cars ahead, though. Even with this damage and penalty, we are catching. Oh my god. All right, Bob's gone for an early shower. Safety car, Bob. Don't quit. Will Gibson wants a safety car right now. Want to upgrade my wheel and pedals so bad, but I've got no money. Said, honestly, I mean, most of us will probably be in the same boat of like wanting things that we got to wait for. Hey, what's up, Dylan? I appreciate the follow, by the way, mate. Oh my god, what? I did not see what just happened, but I'll take 2 freebies. Yeah, whoever's behind me, apologies in advance, because you're about to witness a slow Aston in Sector 2. Oh god, yeah, that's off the track. Joker goes in. Be grateful you have a wheel. Yeah. Yeah. I used to race on a wheel that had no force feedback, like nothing, back in the day. I think you guys probably know what I mean. It's like a Ferrari Xbox wheel. That was technically my first ever wheel, even though I was like super casual, never playing F1. What's your fastest lap in Austria? I don't know. Is it around a mid-2? Is that a decent lap? I think I've done like maybe like a 2.7 or something. I don't remember because I've never like grinded laps here. I thought you said Australia for a second, because Australia I do know. Australia's more like a mid-14. But yeah, for Austria I don't know. Geno's building sandcastles over there, nice. Absolutely love your wheel cam. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. Oh my god. I just can't turn the car. Oh, come on. I lost so much time there, game. How's that warning? Bruh. That's so unnecessary. I lost so much time. You qualified? No, we didn't do quali. This is a fixed grid. Start from the back. Start from the back. And by turn 1, we had 10-second penalty, wing damage on both sides. And yeah, obviously soft tyres are now on 63%. Not exactly cooking. We have never needed a safety car more than now. Oh my god, yellows, please. Please. No, they're still going. More yellows. I think that's just for someone coming in the pits. Oh god. Oh, it's a disconnected car. Come on. Safety car, safety car, safety car. Oh, oh my god, please. Come on. Oh my god. What just happened? Bro, what have I just seen, man? That's surely a safety car, man. Oh my god, they're off everywhere. What is going on? Red flags. Oh no, no, my 10. My 10 seconds. No, I can't serve my 10-second penalty.
Safety car in this lap.
Bro, Mark, it's a red flag, dude. Chill. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh, it's very bad. Oh my god, what is going on with TikTok spam? Seriously, the state of it. Messy. You got the Moser FSR2, the R12. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's a lovely setup. Nice. Where'd you get your wheel from? This is Bavarian Simtech. Our wheelbase is Acertech Invicta. The foot pedals being so close to each other bother me. That's kind of a normal F1 pedal setup, no? I mean, it's... I will say, the camera view that you guys see, so some of you guys have said Scooby-Doo feet before. I promise you right now, my feet are straight on the rig, but they look like that. They look like clown feet because the camera's like a fisheye ultra-wide lens. How good is the DLC? In terms of value for what you're getting, because the price is quite small, I do actually think they've cooked. I think it's good. They've obviously tried to make it realistic to real life. I am not a fan of it from a battery perspective. I'm not looking forward to that, but I'm hopeful that maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be proven to be wrong. I hope I am. But I wasn't too impressed with the battery. Oh my god. Are we having another restart? Are we being for real? Surely not. No. We've been here before. I'm not. No. I'm staying. We've been here before. This does fix. We've not broken the game. No, we're not. What's the point of red flags? Well, obviously, you saw, if there's a dangerous crash for the driver's safety, it has to be red flagged and then reset back on the grids. Because, like, sim racers could be killed from the level of debris that was on the track. You look like that rabbit from that cartoon. Or Bugs Bunny. I love some of the stuff you guys come up with. What's the issue with the battery? Well, if you know what the real life issues with battery is, and the 50-50 engine split, and the driver complaints of super clipping and everything else, even though super clipping is not in the DLC, like it's not being translated across, I should say. You'll know why. Yeah, the battery's basically like that. The massive emphasis on the amount of power you get from the battery and how much power you don't get from the battery if you've not saved it well. You burn it really quickly, you harvest it really quickly, to the point where you're having to lift and coast around quality laps on some tracks. Pooch. I don't know what aircon it is, mate. It's got a G on it, if that helps. It's the Gunners edition, the Gooners edition. You can only get it if you goon. Guys, the question I want to ask you guys: will we get red flag bugs in the DLC? I'll have to say I will be shocked if we do. Where can I buy that GAC? You got a goon to be able to get it. How much did the setup cost? We'll say around 8k for the sim racing gear. So some of it I bought, some of it was gifted. Like, for example, the rig Playseat sent over, which is awesome. Love this rig as well. I've used multiple different rigs. Like, I bought like a ResTech rig in the past, which was like over $2,000. This is a similar price to replace it, but yeah, this one was sent to me. Wheelbase was sent to me from Acertech. Wheel I bought, pedals I bought. Do you actually feel the understeer on your wheel? Yeah, you can feel the understeer. What do you think? Will there be two-player career mode later in the DLC? I guess there's nothing ruling it out, but I'd be surprised because, as I said earlier, like, surely there's no way that EA would want to release less content in the DLC that is already there in the game. Like, if it's already there in the game, they'd want to translate it across. But so there has to be a reason why two-player is not implemented. And therefore, I find it unlikely that will come down the line. But it'd be great if it came with a sports update, for example. That'd be sick. I doubt it, though. I would not expect that. How's the slipstream in 26? I think it's better than 25, but more importantly, Jasper, it's there's less dirty air, so following is definitely easier. The slipstream I'm not actually 100% on. I did feel like it's more... Kareem, are you in chat, dudes? Or is like Safso or anyone that's been doing more lobbies than I have with other creators? I feel like we know the answer to that. I just can't remember. I think there is more slipstream. Are we really gonna have to restart? Gonna have to, aren't we? Bruh. Oh my words. Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, dude. Right, we go again. We go again. It doesn't matter. We will continue. If you guys want to join, the lobby will reopen. This is not a community event. This is just first come, first serve. I hope that we can get the same lobby back in, but yeah, we want to crack on. So as soon as the lobby's open, get in. Adam is. I love how many times it's all about you. No matter what happens, it has to be about you. The narrative has to be about Adam Explorer 6's race. Like, nothing to do with the guys that were trawling around the back with 10 seconds penalties and wing damage from everything that happened lap 1 with no safety car. Turn safety cars off or reduce. Yeah, but that's going to do nothing. Turning red flags off might be the way to go. In fact, I will do that. Ever since I installed this like VJoy configuration stuff to like get the wheel working with Forza, it's I guess it's just running in the background. But I did check and I couldn't see anything in my task manager. But it like the game always does that every time I boot. Should always have red flags off. No, I like it. I always said this before. I know I wouldn't want it in like league races and stuff because it's broken, but it's not always broken, and I feel like we do get some good moments from them quite often. We do also get bugs, but sometimes not. And I like that, you know, we're doing lobbies at the end of the day. I feel like this is a place to try the fun stuff and the shenanigans rather than anywhere else, you know? That's always my logic with open lobbies. Oh, okay. I did not press back, but this works. Formation lap off, and we'll turn red flags off. Oh, it's not here. Rules and flags. Red flags off. Cool. Okay, red flags off for this one. Safety cars on standard, same as always, and the lobby's open again. There you go. That will be the last time I restart, so hopefully we can get going again. I'm going to put dynamic weather on. If it's raining the whole race, just retire straight away. But I want to roll the dice. Do you know why they're called bugs? No, I actually don't. Why are they called bugs? If I sat down and thought about this, don't know. Like infestation. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. It's so TikTok's so stupid with that though, because I've blocked those accounts on my end, but it's only blocking it for me and everyone else gets spammed. Like, what? How does that make any sense? Like, the broadcaster, like, moderation tools are rubbish. Do you think Monaco will be better with these cars? I mean, we're still going to have the same issues. It should, in theory, be better, but, like, if you talk about real life, it's going to be the same, bro. You can't race at Monaco in modern day. Not possible. Unless you go back to making them, like, matchbox size, like, the old days. And even then, back in the old days, it wasn't much overtaken. Oh, the super chat's not showing for me. No, I would have said something otherwise. I've got YouTube showing on here. Why is it? It literally shows YouTube and super chat ticked. Why does it not tell me? I hate this so much. Why can't I just find an activity feed? It's actually crazy. I'm so sorry. Thank you to whoever dropped the super chat. This is not the first time I've struggled to see things on YouTube. I can see chat, obviously. It's the... Yeah, Thane, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. What's your question before? This is ages ago, so you might not be there. Audi engine sound right? I don't know. On engine sounds, I'm not quite sure, guys, because I haven't compared them to real life or anything. Yeah. There are, you know, obviously my testing has been limited. Oh, shit, we got full lobby. Let me... Don't see a super chat on YouTube. It's probably from ages ago, though. That's why. It sucks, though, because my end I can see you guys, but the activity feed is just so scuffed. I miss things only because of that. It's not because I'm, like, just not reading. Do this lobby. It's always long to do all this. Okay. Alright, definitely going to be chaos at the start of this. 100%. Spam. Lobby's completely out of shape. I think Oliver didn't get back in. He lost his seat. I'm guessing he was so angry with his setup, he straight up dipped. I'll run with this. Yeah, like I said, if there's rain the whole race, we'll just retire. Let me in. Anyone's allowed in? The lobby's open. I prefer YouTube. I get no ads because of YouTube Premium. Yeah, fair. I've also got Twitch Turbo as well. Twitch Turbo cooks. And the best thing is as well, for you guys watching on Premium and on Twitch Turbo on both sides, the broadcaster, whoever you watch, also gets ad revenue, which is amazing. It's a really good incentive for the platform for them to make money off you guys, giving them a subscription. But then also it still supports the creators, which is really cool. Yo, why does this guy not look at chat? That's a good rage bait attempt. What do you think the podium for Monaco will be in real life? I think Ferrari's going to be up there because there's been all this talk about their chassis, right? So I'm going to say Leclerc wins the race. And I'm going to say Lando P2 and Russell P3. Leclerc, Norris, Russell. It's a very rogue top three. It could go horribly wrong. Yeah, Twitch ads suck, Waldo, because as a streamer, you have to do a minimum of 3 minutes. Like, that is the minimum mandatory requirement. If you don't, I think you have pre-rolls enabled, which are awful. So yeah, so you like, and then you have to set your intervals. So for me, I do them. I think I do ads every 30 minutes, to break it up a little bit. Oh, weather. Dry race. Right, come on. No quitting in this one. No red flags. Let's crack on. Wait, his message was, "Hey, Daddy." Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, got the response you wanted in the end. Very good. This is going to be death. Oh my god, Will, stop moving. Alright, am I going to die at turn 3? Let's find out. Oh my... Oh my lord. Oh, no, we're tired. Oh my god! No, 2 illegal overtakes? Why? All because a car was spun round. Where's Turk? Oh my god, he's miles back. Bro, I'm going to get a BS penalty. Maybe not. Where's Turk? Oh my god, he went off the track. Okay, that turned out to be a good start then. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, Adam. Jesus. Guys, oh my god. My car feels like it's got grip packs. Like, obviously I drove with a broken wing the whole of the last time. Now the car actually turns. It's beautiful. Oh my god, there's cars off everywhere. I feel like I've done nothing in 1 lap and gained 11 positions. Nice. Right. Not bad. Cool wheel cam setup. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the follows as well. We need to be getting past these mediums, but softs here are terrible. Oh, Adam got spooked. Oh, some good racing. Oh my god, Adam. Surprised he tried to stay side by side through there. Lost out. Oh, wait, you got 10? I don't know when he got that 10 second, but it might have been illegal from earlier. Which will explain how he got past me, because I dropped back to give it back. What are your assists like for the wheel? Nothing. No traction, ABS, manual gears, no line. My god.
Virtual
Okay.
safety car.
No cheese, no cheese, no cheese.
Reduce speed immediately.
VSE's out. Not a full. Interesting.
Is
this going to be out long enough to box?
Slow your pace immediately.
Do I box? I'm surprised it's not a full. I hate VSEs in this game. Thank you, Villain. Appreciate it. Enjoy your sleep, mate. Any pointers how to learn to get better at OTS and ABS? Being as patient as you can on the throttle and brake. That is honestly the best advice anyone can give you.
Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
No, don't give me a warning for that, I swear. Do not give me a warning for that. Good. I did not deserve that. How can you hate VSEs? As in, like, on the game, I mean. They just always come out instead of safety cars. Just a weird, like, frequency thing with them. I don't know. Yeah, Riley, that's quite common to be a bit more, like, impatient on the throttle. Because, like, when you're learning, and just in general, like, your instinct is to always be as aggressive as you can, right, with the car, to be as fast as you can. But I think with enough experience, you realise that while I'm wheel flicking the car around, which I know sounds counterintuitive, in general, the smoother you are, the faster you are. F1 is absolutely not an example of that, but in general, that's the way it is. No, Adam, I didn't deep it, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Again, it's not all about you, mate. I was just wanting to get straight back into the session. Because we had quite a lot of laps wasted before. I didn't see when the VSC ended in the end. Was it? The end of Sector 2, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think we could have boxed. I was going to stay out anyway, but I was thinking about it at one point. Very slow-moving car there. Oh, my God. All right. Did I just squeeze Cole off? No. I nearly ran Andy off. All right, mate. Oh, my God. This will be huge if I can hold this on Cole. Not sure, though. Oh, my God. Okay. Freebie on Gucker? Why is he going so slow? Has he got damage? Wing looks fine to me. That was weird. I'll take it. Huge. Oh my God, what was that? What the hell's going on in front? Have you ever raced on ACC? Yeah, once. I won't be going back on there because for GT cars, I'll do LMU or iRacing these days. Oh, VSC, okay. Just about to get the car in front. Another VSC, this is why I hate them, by the way. Bring out a damn safety car. Get these in the bin. I'm going hards, though. For sure. Yeah, still no full safety car. It's crazy. Oh, dude, the timing of this means we're not going to be able to box, I think.
Right, drop your speed.
Why is Adam left?
Too low, and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace.
Adam, have you raged quick because you're P11? Or did you get DNF'd? What happened, mate? Bob the Dumby, you are dumb. I mean, bro, it is in his name.
Okay,
Oh,
you've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid
What?
a penalty. Slow down, maintain.
I think a Red Bull just
delta.
DNF. Bro, the VSC was ending. Jesus, I don't know. We got a drive-through from that recently. Oh my god, bro. What? Okay, what are we doing?
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position.
Oh my god. Someone definitely got a 10-second bite. That was Jeno. That was outrageous. What was that? I saw someone fly at the speed of light into the pits. Was that Guka? Hang on. Hang on. Does that mean Guka double stacks? Bro. That was incredible. I was just trying to watch what happened to... So where's Guka? No way, you got our heads? Wait, so Jeno got a 10 and he's behind? Jeno got absolutely mugged. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I could have had a better view. I wish I was behind the pack of cars behind when they were coming in, because that was chaotic. Yeah, we boxed for hard. So guys, we've got hard tyres and medium tyres left in this race. And if you didn't know, Austria is one of the worst tracks on the game for tyre deg and like for being just generally harsh on tyres. So hards are incredible here. So if there's another safety car shortly after, I'm not sure I want to burn the set of hards we got. High risk, high rewards. Stupid game. Jeno legit went full throttle into the pits to get ahead of Guki, yeah. That's hilarious that it didn't even double stack, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, I did catch a glimpse of Jeno going into the pits. All right, well, safety car early on then, and everyone else will catch the pack now, which is nice. Why can't you show 26? Wait, why can't you show gameplay of the 26 DLC? Just wondering. Because we're not allowed to. It's obviously we get sent the preview version of the game from EA, and I mean, technically, I could switch to the game right now and show you, and then my access would be removed, and I wouldn't be able to show you guys stuff in the future. So. Yeah, we all know about the leak already. That's already been dealt with. Yeah. Oh my god, bro, what are we doing? I didn't get a 10 for that, by the way, which was more contact than we've done before. I just need to sleep. The stream's way too good. That's good. At least we're doing something right then. Have you guys got AC? Have you guys got at least a fan setup to sleep tonight? Because it is it's pretty bad. It's pretty humid here in the UK. Why are we going so slow, guys? Ben, do you bring your AC into your bedroom? Surely you must do. Even in your mansion, it's got to be pretty roasting without that. It gets quite warm upstairs. Is there a reduced setting for VSC? They have that in career mode. Yeah, there is, but it doesn't really... Like, it doesn't reduce the count of them, you know? Like, we'd still get just as many, basically. It just changes the sensitivity of it. So if you put it on reduced, I don't know the exact parameters, but it'll be like 2 DNF cars instead of 1 would bring it out, that kind of thing, right? The actual frequency of it will be the same. So for a 50% race, you get like 5 or 6. Do you creators get the DLCs for free? Generally speaking, if it's through the Creator Network, then yes. But it also doesn't mean that everyone does do that way. Like, I'm going to make up a random example. Let's say it was like, oh, well, here's the DLC, but you're not allowed to play it until 1 day after the public release, which they absolutely could say. Then, in which case, you would find we'd all go out and buy it and just play it with you guys. So, yeah, you get my point.
Safety car in this lap. Safety
Safety car in already.
This lap. Let's make sure
3 cars
those
haven't
tyres
caught
are up
yet.
to temperature.
Oh, I think an
Remember,
Alpine's
there's
getting
no
annoyed with the kick
overtaking
salvo. He's trying to
until the
overtake him on
timing
the
line. Stay in position
on the straight because he's taking so long. 4 stroke. What about you? I'm a 5 stroke personally. Yes, Ben. Always. Okay. Interesting things are happening. Oh my god, what is this restart, dude? There's gonna be some incidents. Ah, right. At least we get to drive now, chat. Should probably try and shake off the rust around about now. Who do you think will win the championship, and who do you want to win? I want Antonelli to win. I really liked Kimi pretty much when he first started with Mercedes. And I love that he's now regularly winning races. He was very lucky to win Canada. Or maybe not very lucky, but he, like, George Russell was very unlucky. Because Antonelli may have actually... I think Antonelli was quicker than Russell in raw pace, but Russell was also very smart with how he was driving, so... Who knows if he actually would have won that one, but... Who do I think will win? I mean, you guys are all going to say Antonelli you think he's going to win now, right? Because of the gap he's got at the top. But with how many races are left, that gap could change so quickly. And obviously, he could have a reliability issue at some point as well. Do you guys think Antonelli is going to win the championship? Or do you reckon either Russell or, like, one of the other cars starts performing better than Mercedes at a different point of the season? Man. Hamilton's winning? You guys actually reckon Lewis will win? Ain't no way. I would absolutely take a Lewis championship win. I do not think that's going to happen, though. Oh. Getting a bit close. So hard to follow Dercier here. Come on, boys, keep it up, keep it up. I had to lose so much. Nice, contact model game. Lovely stuff. Oh. Ah, great. Yeah, I forgot about the I forgot about the Steam servers. Oh my god. I completely forgot it was a Tuesday. Oh, dude, how muddy has tonight been for not the stream, but just the race, the attempt to just do one race at Austria. Jesus, I think we all forgot it was a Tuesday with all the excitement of earlier. Twitch to GB68. But I don't think we're not gonna do the other one. It's 11 PM now. I got work tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow. It'll be a world record attempt on Forza at multiple different circuits. This is not the last F125 stream. I thought it was, but I think I could squeeze one in Tuesday next week once I'm back from Spain and before I go away on Wednesday. So next week will be a little bit all over the place for streams, but the DLC will be out. Tuesday we'll do F1 25 for the final time. And then the rest of the week will be DLC, basically, with Creator Series coming back as well. Sorry, Ben, I missed your comment. Can you paste it for a third time? I appreciate the follows, though, guys. Genuinely. Appreciate it. Leon, appreciate it. Yeah, I missed Ben's comment. Tuesday night shenanigans, indeed. Indeed. Well, it was a pleasure as always, ladies and gents. I've not been driving much at all. What I need to do is I need to drive the DLC, man. I need to spend more time on it, but I just have no time. Like tomorrow I'm going to do Forza, and then I'm flying on Thursday. You know what? Actually, I should have asked you guys this earlier. If you want to see something from me in terms of like a tutorial or a guide, I'm talking like when you guys get access to the DLC on Wednesday the 3rd, what do you want to know? So, like, not now, because obviously I can't none of us can post content now in terms of clips and whatever from the gameplay. But if you were going to see anything, whether it's like a straight mode tutorial, whether it was like boost mode or something, I don't know. If you've got any ideas, please chuck them in the Discord. I always read Discord. And yeah, just let me know, because I will plan some stuff both this week and next week to start rolling out on socials. I've been really inactive for clips and things. That will change. Yeah, so just let me know. I'll happily show you supercars and sofas, Will. Only if I get to be on the sofa. It's going to be F1 Casting Couch Edition. How to open DRS, how to accelerate. I think Tom's got us covered on both of those. How to get a girlfriend. Do you want a live active example? Like, live Riz sesh. who am I rizzing? I feel like, yeah. I can't even know. I can't even joke. Yeah, maybe I'll Riz Ben. We can do a live Riz set. Or maybe Gillen. I'll just call Gillen on stream with no heads up and see if I can Riz him up. How to gain access to the Aston Martin HQ. That's fine. I'll let you in, Will. It's all good. So let me know when you're there. I'll let you in. Anyways, how to gain access to Gillen's shaft. Yes, that will be the stream title. Rizzing Pondon? I'd 100% Riz Pondon. Happily. Anytime. Hey, I do appreciate the follows, guys. It was fun tonight. It was a good yap sesh. And, I mean, look, I'm around on Discord anyway, so if you've got questions, if I haven't covered, somehow I haven't covered them, because we've spoken so much about so many different things, then check them in the Discord. Can you do the guide to be mostly and how to manage battery and where to use it with boost especially? I won't be able to do that because none of us know that. Like, again, I said it earlier. Imagine you just got the DLC and you've had a couple hours on it to play it. And then you've got to answer all the questions. Like, I could dedicate all my time into looking at setups and looking at how efficiently the battery is used. But let's be honest, that probably would change anyway once esports drivers get their hands on it. And yeah, the typical stuff happens with setups. So I do appreciate that feedback. I definitely can do a tutorial on it later. But in terms of getting out for Wednesday, I wouldn't be able to do that. Tips to reduce tire weight. That's not a bad shout. Could do that. But yeah, anyway, chuck them in the Discord because we're ending. But guys on TikTok, guys on YouTube, love you as always. Thank you for the super chat as well. I promise I will fix my freaking activity feed issue every time I fix it, and every time I think I fixed it, I don't see stuff, so I don't know what's happening. But I will look at it. I promise. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Forza Horizon 6 world records. We're gonna smash them. We're gonna smash tomorrow, 8 p.m.